This is the end. I think there's going to be a mob outside my house with torches and pitchforks. I think this is it. All right.
Has that ever happened?
Oh, good God. Usually ex-girlfriend's parents, but
Mm-hmm.
send them out here. No, fuck me.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
Hey, are we
This
here?
infomercial.
Is this thing on?
Wow.
Yeah.
When
I
fuck up good.
Oh man. It's 5:39 p.m. See, we got nobody on the East Coast here, so we can say what time it actually is, you know.
Mike Heath just commented, "Is this a Vinnie Vincent show?" Because no one shows up. Jesus.
Wow. December 17, 2019, 5:39 p.m.
Right
California time.
Right on time.
Well, I mean, lately, we've been doing them later anyway.
But we're trying to inch our way back to the normal 5 o'clock, right on time. There we get on the air, and things are fucked up, but they're fucked up.
Man, you want to? Yeah. Well, really quick. I'll tell you about my day yesterday. I was stuck, and it took me 3 hours to get.
Wait, hold on. Who are you and who am I?
Oh, I'm Johnny Beane.
Oh, I'm John Mancuda.
Oh, yeah. Welcome everybody. Oh yeah, make sure to subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. And tell all your friends and relatives and animals.
We got Ned. We got Blue Rhino. we got a coop full of chickens at Johnny's house.
Yep. All tucked in, so they're all good.
Let's start off by giving a huge shout out and a heartfelt "we love you" to our own guitar whisperer, Dave Nesdahl, recovering from surgery in the hospital. We love you, brother. And if you go to Dave's site, it's theguitarwhisperer.guru. If you want a custom-made guitar or any setup work or altercations or alterations or masturbations, defecations, urinations, or if you just want to mod a guitar, Dave is the guy, and we love him and wish him well. He will be back on the show soon enough, but he's got a lot of recovery to go through. So we just want to give a quick shout out to our buddy and our co-host Dave Nesdahl. We love you.
Yes. Yeah, Dave, if you're watching this, yeah, we miss you, dude, and get well soon, man.
A lot of well wishes in the chat and on Facebook.
Yeah.
Thumbs up for Dave.
Yeah, leave a thumbs up for Dave Nesdahl down there. Yeah, I've been seeing your posts
on Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah.
I make a couple of Nesdahl memes.
To
help him out, cheer him up a little bit, entertain the masses in our time of trying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. So, Dave, if you're watching this, yeah.
TWF7847 asks, what type of surgery is Dave having? Dave had a toe and a bone in his foot removed from diabetic complications. And so, guys and gals, check your sugar out there. And we all wish him well and road to recovery. And should we do a roll call? We got a lot of people. The chat, it's funny. The chat looks like the speedometer on a Knight Rider episode. It's just it's like just going up real quick.
Sure. Yeah. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, let's
You
see
see
who
it?
we got. I'm gonna zip backwards. We got Brendan Buttcheeks, Six String Brian, R2 R3 Locking Nut, Brett McCord, Janice Lala, Metal Soda, Charles Green, Nightbot in the house, Jim Nicholas, Chuck Booth, Fruitcake Tony, my brother, and yes, I am coming out to play tonight. Ernest Elson, Kelly, I love that name. Brett McCord, Chuck Booth, Upside Down, David Share. Thank you for sharing all our videos, by the way, David. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Charles Green, Buckeye Punchy. Buckeye Punchy. It's got the Hawaiian Punch logo on there. Love it. Let's see. Blank Palette 2. Scrolling up. 7 over 8. Our buddy and co-host Jay. What's up, brother? Janice Lala, Chuck Booth, Joe Hervey 84. Guitarded. Let's see. Mike Heath, Mark Dillon, Sean Zimmerman, Hal Face, Frank Corcoran, Vistalite 1972, Hugh Caldwell, Thomas Santiago, Jim Nicholas. Jim Nicholas, by the way, points out the top. This is interesting, Johnny. The top 5 bands discussed on the Johnny Beane Show for 2019 in this ranking. You want to guess what they were?
Top 5?
Top 5 that we discussed on Tuesday nights.
On Tuesday nights, it'd be Kiss.
On the show in general.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Is there? You see a list?
I do. I don't look.
Oh no, I can't see anything, man.
I just want to see if you knew it.
Oh, top 5 bands. I would say Kiss.
Yep.
You know, I would say
Kiss
Kiss.
is number 2, which includes Vinnie Vincent.
Okay. Van Halen.
Van Halen, number 1.
Very
good.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's my band right there. All 3. All 3 incarnations of that band. That's my band. Van Halen, Kiss, Christopher Cross.
ABBA, New Kids on My Cock, Menudo. I'll give it to you. Number 1, Van Halen. Number 2, Kiss, including Vinnie Vincent, because I do diss on Vinnie a bit, even though I love his music. Motley Crue made it for number 3, probably because the reunion. We've been talking about the reunion a lot. Number 4, Metallica, probably because I trash half the band half the time. And a tie for number 5, Peter North and Ron Jeremy the Hedgehog. Now, they're not really bands, but man, they have some fucking big instruments. So going down the roll call still, Reza Khan. Let's see, I'm forgetting who I said now. Raphael Lugo, Ernest Ellison, Mike Keith, Mike James in the house, TWF 7847, Joe Hervey 84, I mentioned earlier, Janice Lala, Thomas Santiago, major thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Charles Green, Riley Morgan, Mr. C5150, Headstock Haram, Eduardo Marino Porto, Brian Hudson, Vistalite 1972, probably mentioned him 7 times already, Joseph D'Angelo, the beautiful Amanda Coombs, my homie Joe Hervey 84. Did I mention him yet? Yeah, I did. Let's see. Thomas and Danny Alexander. Your mom. My mom? Mom, you're here? Oh, this show's terrible, John. It's just terrible. Let's see. Alex Pat in the house. Chuck Booth. James Gum. Joseph D'Angelo. If I didn't mention you already. A lot of people coming in. Dave Mann. And the rest.
Yes. Welcome.
Probably on the down low, Edward Van Halen, who we hope you're feeling better as well, Eddie. We're rooting for you. And yeah, we love our audience.
Yeah, we love everybody.
We've gotten not that much done. Don't worry, we'll get to a lot of shit today. We have a lot of fun stuff today.
Yeah, big news. Big news today.
A lot of big news. You're talking wow! Upside Down gave his $5 of Mancuda love. Thank you, Upside Down. Not only does that keep the show running, but it keeps the show running.
Literally.
Because that's our budget. That's our whole budget is $5. So
they cornered me into paying for this service now. So
yeah.
Johnny
that
does help.
Of like stealing the neighbor's cable. He's like trying to get the free, the free streaming service, and like, Mr. Beane, we notice you're on our probationary account. I think I'm a paying internet customer, right? I think so. So we'll see. So yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you, Upside Down. Huge thumbs up for you. We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Hold on, Joe Hervey. I just came from Long Island. I just came from a long visit at Long Island. You didn't say you wanted to get lunch with me. I would have gotten lunch with you. Now that I'm back in LA, you want to get lunch?
Yeah, you were gone for what? 3 months? 4 months?
No, not that. 4 months. What are you saying? No, I think
it was a while.
You are love thrash metal. I'm sorry. I didn't even mention. I'm sorry. Thrash metal and fun riffs. I did not mention in the roll call, and he was here earlier. I'm sorry, brother. I thought I mentioned you, and yeah, I do love you and appreciate you, man. So I'm giving you an extra special shout out because I did skip you. So my bad. Go on, Johnny. I was in New York for to answer your question. I was in New York for probably like let's see, my mom's birthday, October 25th, until this week. So two months.
Almost
2, not even 2 months. Like 6 weeks, something like that. Is that right?
17, 18, 19, yeah. Well, 7 weeks. No?
Joe Hervey wants to know my favorite porn. My favorite porn stars or my favorite single porn? Because there's quite a couple answers to that.
There's many volumes. Yeah,
how much time you got? How much time you got? Yeah, so Johnny's still in the service until they finally said to him, "Hey, Mr. Beane, you got to pay for our streaming service," and our budget like tripled. So
pretty much, yeah.
Plus tripled.
Yeah. They said there. I don't think there was a cap, and then they made one. They said you can only for the free version of this StreamYard, you only get 20 hours a month. For free.
Fuck that.
And I burned through 20 hours in like 2 weeks.
Oh boy.
Like Saturday, I was sure Saturday was almost like 4 hours.
Jeez. Yeah. No, we go through that in a week.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yes, Joe Hervey, next time I'm on Long Island, we can absolutely grab pizza. Because I grab pizza like every fucking day when I'm on Long Island. Pizza and bagels are like my total weakness on Long Island. So let's see. So to answer questions, my single favorite porn. Now I'm not gonna say like a Tracy Lords movie because that would make me creepy liking teenagers and stuff. But I didn't know at the time. So I'm gonna give one that was really fun when I was a teenager. My friend brought this thing over. He's like, you got to see this. And I think it was called like Oriental Pain and Pleasure. And it was basically one of those over the top pornos where like, it's such a crazy story. Like this guy gets captured by like some Oriental or Asian, now was Oriental back when the video was made. But it was like a Fu Manchu kind of emperor in this pleasure palace. And all these women basically were at his whim to torture this guy. So like these women, like, you know, I guess like his girlfriend or something was like held captive. So she's like fisting him up to her elbow. And the guy's like, oh! You know? And like, you know,
That's
just
the
like
camera angle?
The Emperor's like,
That's the angle they had?
yeah, it's got, yeah, no, that's the whole thing. And this big Fu Manchu mustache, he looked like Ming the Merciless. Like one of those over the top, you know, kind of Asian emperors. And then the emperor decrees, you know, he bangs the gong and goes to, enough with the fist, bring in the dildo. And they bring in this like dildo the size of like a Duraflame log, you know. It's like the Yule log at Christmas. And they're just ramming this guy like it looks like he's giving birth out his ass. So yeah, that one just kind of stuck with me as a favorite porn, just because I like to laugh at the fucking things.
That sounds more like a comedy.
To me, it was.
That doesn't.
Like, you know that somewhere some guy is sitting there like, oh, they're bringing in a dildo, honey. Come here. They're bringing in a dildo. Whoa, it's the size of a Volkswagen. Come here. You gotta see it. Yeah, no. So that was my favorite singular porn. I don't know why it was even brought up. I mean, it's like, why the audience cares about that? You know, it's like, how is it? What's your favorite single Van Halen album, John? You know, we're on a heavy metal and guitar. Sponsored by Bang Energy Drink. Delicious Bang Energy Drink. Thank you. In fact, I'm going to have some right now out of Dave got me a mug. It was so sweet of him. He specifically said, you know, John, for all you've done for me through this hospital visit, you know, I got you a mug. So, you know, I really appreciate it. I'm going to drink my Bang Energy Drink out of the special mug that Dave got me, because I really appreciate it. So thank you, Bang Energy Drink. And thank you, Dave Nesdall, for the great mug. It's really nice. Thank you. Delicious. Here's to you guys.
Oh, is that from a hospital?
I think that's where I bought it. Yeah.
Is that the whole can?
Oh no. There's lots of love in here. There's lots of love. I just wanted to put a little in my special mug. So thank you, Dave.
What does that measure? Are those measuring?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's I thought it was very sweet. It's shaped really weird. I don't know why. I don't know what it's about, but I don't know where he even bought it. I think he bought it at the hospital gift shop.
That's so strange. It's like sideways.
Yeah, no, he had it. He had it just like hanging off the side of his bed, and he's like, "Here, John, I got this for you because you're a pisser." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man. What is it?" And he's like, "It's a special mug for you." And look, it's got a little closable top, so I can keep my my energy drink fresh. And
it goes in the handle too.
Yeah, no, it goes. You know, the handle right there. I thought that was very sweet.
It's so weird looking.
Yeah, no, it's an odd one, but we had it ready to go. I thought that was. Thank you, Dave. That was very sweet of you. That's cool. So
I hope that thing's brand new.
I assume he wouldn't give me, you know, buy me someone else's, right?
You sure he bought it?
I assume. Where else would he get it?
It sounds like it was there in the room.
Well, he had it hanging off the side of his bed.
Did he get you a bowl too?
No. He just gave me that, and he said, here's a mug I got you to drink from, and he seemed, he seemed very happy to give it to me. So I really appreciate it. That was very sweet. Yeah, and you know, yeah. I mean, look, I visited Dave a few times in the hospital. First time dressed as a doctor, like I told everyone on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. Yeah. Clayton James Hicks, 1998. It is Telecaster Tuesday. It is Tech Moron Tuesday. It is Twist My Titty Tuesday. Yes.
Yes, that's right, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, go ahead, Johnny. You were telling us about your day.
Yesterday it was insanity. I had to go up to Walnut Creek, and they've been doing like tree trimming all along Highway 17 in the Santa Cruz Mountains. So to get basically what would usually take me 40 minutes, yesterday took me 2 hours, and then to get the other, let's just say it took me almost 4 hours to get an hour and a half.
Oh, it's
yesterday.
like driving in LA.
It was awful.
That
was my day. That was my day yesterday. Was just trying to get somewhere.
I saw you at Chipotle too.
I did. Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, it was kind of a mistake. After I had that, I'm like, that probably wasn't a good idea. You know?
Yeah, it's not a good idea when you're driving in traffic. You're like, oh boy, I'm not moving anywhere, and all of a sudden you're like, oh. I gotta. Is there a gas station? Holy hell! And then you're like squeezing you're doing the little driving clench, right? And you're like hoping, praying that you reach the bathroom in time. And you're looking and you're in the desert road and you see in the distance a gas station. So then like you pull your car over because the traffic's not moving, and you do kind of a penguin walk over, to get to that gas station, but you're like a rapid fire penguin clenching along, trying to get to the gas station, and then you go inside and you're like, yeah, can I have the restroom key, please? Oh no, the restroom is for customers only. You must fill up gas. $20 minimum to use the restroom. And you're like, well, my car's back there. Can I just get gas when I'm done with the bathroom? I'll bring the car over. I promise. Please give me the bathroom key. $20 minimum. Maybe you see something in the shop you like, gift, maybe mug, maybe. Okay. I'll have
you already got the mug
and a Hershey bar and give me the fucking key. Yeah, and then and then as it's running down your leg, you make it to the toilet, and as you spin around in one fluid motion, I use the term fluid very accurately, just as you're pulling your pants down and spinning, a rainbow of shit is inching its way across the wall and into the toilet. So just kind of like a, whoa, fluid motion. No, So, yeah, see, I had Chipotle yesterday. This is why I don't have Chipotle when I'm going on the road somewhere. This is why.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's more of like, it's more of like a home meal.
Oh, yeah.
You bring it home. And you don't want to have it there because, actually what they started doing there is they started locking the bathrooms after a certain time. And now you have to get it
there.
Now you have to get like a key or a token now to get into some of their bathrooms. They have them locked up.
They ask for a token?
Mm-hmm.
That's so racist. What if you just with a couple of white guys? I mean, that's terrible.
Oh, no.
That's horrible, man.
Oh.
Right now, Bang Energy Drink is getting their money's worth on their sponsorship. They're going like this right now. We got to pull the plug on Johnny Beane.
I personally, I would never touch that stuff.
What?
That any energy drinks, I wouldn't. I think.
Yes, you would, because Bang Energy Drink is one of the most delicious drinks ever that tolerates my bullshit on the air. So you better believe you won't just drink it. You're going to drink it, inject it. Johnny, you'll be taking a fucking enema of that energy drink. You will put a nipple on this thing and suck it like mama's teeth. You'll be pushing your head down, giving the fucking can head. You sucked that can like a big old dick. Thank you, Bang Energy Drink. We appreciate your sponsorship.
Oh my
Let's
God.
try again. Johnny means to say you wouldn't touch any other energy drink.
Yeah, I was just kidding. You guys.
Yeah. And Swiss picks. Because I'm not the only hole in this show. Swiss picks. Wonderful. Great. Try one out. Terrific. Great Christmas gifts. Both of them.
Thumbnail.
Right there. Yeah. So Chipotle. No, listen. You could just have the stuff right on the toilet, just like bring it home, eat it on the toilet, and then just wait 20 minutes, and you're golden like a shower.
Not even 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, just like you want to clear the pipes. Holy boy!
Just get a TV tray. The toilet makes the perfect dinner, seat.
It's a seat, all right. But Johnny, you take a lot of risks, man. I mean, you go on these road trips and you're like, let me make sure I got everything. I got Chipotle, I got a thermos full of prune juice, I got my cabbage and kumquats. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
You got like chocolate chip cookies made with X-Lax. It's like you're a risk taker, brother.
Yeah. Hey, Alex. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was my day yesterday. So,
Alex Radford, how are you, man? Dog PA. Dog PA says Swiss picks, the better smelling hole. That's a great one. I'm sure they're going to adopt that. What do you think, Pete? Oh, I love it.
wow.
So yeah, let's see what they're talking about in the chat. Aside from leaving, in general, I'm saying leave a thumbs up. They're like, no, man, we're just leaving. We're just leaving. Let's see. Bozique says, so Johnny Beane and John Mancuda, I sent Johnny a video of this young female guitarist playing a Billie Eilish song in the style of Van Halen. I wonder if Johnny saw it, and if so, what did he think? Did you get that video, Johnny?
I saw it. I did see it, and it was cool. It was cool. It was a girl playing. I'm assuming it was a Billie Eilish song on the guitar, but like Van Halen style or like rock style.
See if we could get Nerd Halen to cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Our buddy Nerd Halen.
Speaking of Nerd Halen, Caleb is playing over in at the Whiskey tonight.
Really?
For the what's the Tuesday thing they have there?
Oh, was it a jam or open mic?
One of the jams, one of the Tuesday
night jam.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds fun. That sounds really fun. And Fruitcake Tony, yeah, brother. Now that I'm back home and now that I'm able to get on the internet, yeah, I have a show and tell guitar. I have a really cool show and tell guitar today. Nice. It's a really neat one. I mean, they're all neat, but it's a cool one, man. So yeah, later on, I will bring out a very cool show and tell guitar. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Leave thumbs up. Masturbate in front of the screen. We're not watching. Did you hear, by the way, speaking of well, not masturbating, but speaking of watching through camera lenses, did you hear this new trend now that, people are starting to hack into the Ring camera systems in people's houses and like watch you and communicate with you through the cameras?
That's been happening for a while.
But like it's on like a rash now. I mean, it's always been like something like, okay, people have been putting a little Post-it note in front of their camera on their laptop because, people can hack into them. Yeah. And
that's what I do.
There you go. right there. But that's the deal. You know, people do that, but now all of a sudden there's like this rash, especially on those Ring home security systems. People are like hacking into those now, and it's like, what the hell? They're scaring kids, and they're probably watching you masturbate while watching the Johnny Beane show. So think about that. If you're rubbing one out right now, looking at Johnny and myself, think about that. Someone else may be watching you.
You never know.
Way to go, Thomas Santiago. Oh, yeah.
What?
Watching him, you know, talking about porn.
Oh my God. So you can't hear that, right? That echo
What?
I was telling you before we started, that echo I was talking about?
I don't hear an echo myself. I mean, maybe in my room because I don't have a mic really today. But I mean, you might. I don't know if the guys and gals in the chat do.
Yeah, I think they do. It just, I kind of sound like a stormtrooper every now and again, just slightly.
This is Johnny Beane. Oh, Zeke, have you been watching the show? John BL, where are you, John BL? Find me that fact. Let's see. Fruitcake Tony wants to know what kind of guitar I got for us. I'm not telling you, but I'll show you a little later. Let's see. Mike Keith Papa Blue says, I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look anyway. Yeah, that was my attitude and Dave's like hiding under the covers. Please don't get me thrown out of the hospital. I need this surgery. I said, no problem. Nurse. Upside Down wants to know, would I ever act as Fu Manchu master in a porn? Listen, I would do comedy stuff in a porn. I wouldn't do nudity because no one wants to see me naked. I mean, believe me, even my ex-girlfriend didn't want to see me naked. Trust me. I would take any silly fun role, sure, as long as I didn't have to get nude, absolutely. Couple other questions. My doctor name when I visited Dave in the hospital was Dr. Blomet. It was French. It's spelled Blomy, but it was Dr. Blomet. Let's see. Music Therapy Laz says you should get those astronaut underwear like that psycho who drove across the country. What do you think, Johnny?
It wouldn't hurt to have a pair of those in the glove box, I guess.
I think so. Oh,
you know?
I'm all right. No problem. Driving along.
Yeah, but after that, where do you go? You can't go anywhere because
you walk into a Denny's or a Waffle House and you just kind of sloshing along. Everyone hears the crap in your pants sloshing.
Actually, yeah, you'd walk into some places and it would actually the smell would blend right in. You know.
Oh boy. Yeah, you wouldn't notice like someone spraying Lysol on that crotch. Let's see. Music Therapy Laz wrote a song for me. That's romantic and nice. Thank you.
Awesome.
I hope it's a ballad called "I Love Your Stinkiness." It's not finished yet, but I look forward to it. Thank you. Let's see. Can't believe Fruitcake Tony says, I can't believe you're drinking out of a bedpan. No, man, it's a beautiful mug that Dave got me as a gift, and I treasure it and value it as much as I'm sure he values my friendship. Let's see. Sophie Lloyd in the house. Let's see. What else we got? Just looking through the chat a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm just catching up.
A lot of words.
A lot of words going on.
A lot of stuff.
Alex Radford keeps a fortune cookie fortune over his camera on his laptop.
That's cool, man.
I hope it's a good one. You keep playing those winning lotto numbers. Hey, Zach Thong, how are you, man? Ernest Ellison says, yeah, there's an echo. But you know what? Next week, I'm going to get a new microphone. Fruitcake Tony wants the nude roll. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Fruitcake Tony be my stunt cock. So what I'll do is, you know, you'll have me as the character in the porn, and then just as I go to take my pants, cut! Fruitcake Tony, come on. And then Fruitcake Tony's there, pulls out this big, massive tool, right? You'll see like this big black cock suddenly, right? I'm pumping away. Cut! Back to Mancuda. Cut! Back to Tony. Yeah. So
Oh my God.
Well, those back and forths. Yeah, Reza Khan, I'm not so much a lights off guy. I have a friend under the bed doing the deed for me guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'll bring the girl in, put her on my bed. I'll be like, hold on, baby, let me turn those lights off. I got you. And then I click the lights off. Then I quietly go under the bed, tag my friend who's hung like a bear. He comes up, fucks this chick, right? And then my ex-girlfriend never knew this. I'm revealing it now. I've been with the same girl for 7.5 years before we broke up, and this is happening every day. So he fucked her. Then I go back under the bed, and then I turn on the light, and I was like, click. How was that? And then I run into the shower and rub one out.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what happened.
So he just stays under the bed?
Yeah, because he knows he's gonna get laid.
Always there?
If I said, hey, you're gonna bang my girlfriend tonight, she's gorgeous. You wanna, hang out under the bed for a little while? Yeah, of course. I'm sure I could find a ton of guys to do that. I just don't want to disappoint anyone.
Uh-huh.
Brendan Buttcheeks has a question. He wants to know, Johnny and John, what's your favorite guitar-related gift you have ever gotten? Guitar-related gift.
Does that include guitars?
Yeah, because I've gotten so many guitars as gifts. Quentin, Brendan, does that include guitars? Because that's important.
Well, I would say, can I say three guitars?
Specifically, like 3 at once. Is that your thing?
Yeah, right there. That Wolfgang, the David Ennis Wolfgang, that was a gift. The David Ennis Strat, which was a gift as well, and the Bozique Wolfgang was a gift.
Oh, that's nice. The best guitar gift I ever got. Gosh. I mean, my ex got me so many great guitars. Oh, good. Brendan says excluding guitars. So guitar related, but not guitars. Okay, Johnny, go.
Guitar related.
Guitar related.
Not guitars. I've gotten, oh man, countless sets of guitar strings and picks and guitar straps from people.
I got that great guitar strap, the pink and black leather one. That Steve got me. That was really cool. I think that's probably my favorite because it was so custom made for me, Yeah.
I think
that was my favorite.
Somebody sent me a guitar strap once that I think they made.
Really?
I think they custom made it. Yeah.
Was it like a crochet deal? Like something grandma knitted? It's like a crochet. You put it on, it just snaps.
It was like a leather. It was like a leather strap. I think it was like a. I think he was saying it's like a replica of like a Randy Rhoads strap, and it was like black leather with like metal like studs all over it. And that was actually one of the first things anybody's ever sent me through here.
Enough with the dildo. Bring in the guitar strap.
That was a few years ago. That was a while ago.
Joe Hervey says Christmas is in a week. I'll bet some of you guys will get some dope stuff. I can't wait to see what you guys get. Hey, listen, we love gifts from our audience, and we're not shameless about it. We're totally shameless. Send it on to Johnny, and the rest of us got it. I've gotten some cool Fruitcake Tony got us some cool guitar picks, including that purple Vinnie Vincent one I loved.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff. I mean, look, anything outside of guitars has been from our audience. We have the best audience in the world. We've gotten some cool gifts. I'm sure I'm even forgetting some stuff from our audience. You know, I know JJ's House of Jams and Fruitcake Tony and Pete Panchowski, and I mean we've gotten a lot of very cool gifts, and we thank you all. Guitars, I have to say, my ex-girlfriend got me some of the best guitars ever, but excluding guitars, it's you guys.
This shirt was a gift.
Actually.
Yeah. Somebody sent me this shirt from here. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And Fruitcake Tony just says, it's not what you get, it's what you give. Well, we hope we give you 1,000% because we don't make any money on the show. So. It costs money to make, but yeah, thank you. I'm giving everyone Bang Energy drink and Swiss Picks for.
I was at Target today, and I was walking through the energy drink aisle, looking for the Bang stuff.
Every 7-Eleven has them.
Mm-hmm.
They have I think they have 18 flavors going on right now.
Wow.
I've had them all. Oh, Jay asks, what did he miss? Well, we talked about friendly, child-friendly, family-friendly things. So I don't know about that, but yeah, we're first getting into the music news. Shall we go over the big one?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's get into the big one as a tribute to Jay's Pen 15 Club. Speaking of porn, the big one right now is they have announced that Kiss's farewell tour will have a very special opening act in some shows that have not officially been announced yet date-wise, but it's been confirmed fact-wise. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just announce to you David Lee Roth will be opening for Kiss during a bunch of their touring shows, aside from his Vegas residency.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
I'm telling you, man. And you guys know I'm a Kiss fan, and we're all fans of Dave's here. So, holy shit. What was your reaction when you saw that news? What was all your reaction?
Where was I when I first heard that?
It's like, where were you when JFK got shot or 9/11 happened? Where were you when David Lee Roth announced he would be opening for Kiss?
Uh-huh. Well, I think we heard about it before he announced it.
When he called you and said, hey, Johnny, this is Dave. Listen, brother, I'm just letting you know first for your audience, Diamond Dave is coming live for the opening act of Kiss, or are they closing for me?
I don't know if I heard that this morning or last night.
I heard it this morning.
It was either I heard it late last night or early this morning. And I think the way a lot of people found out about it was some of the stuff was kind of leaked. Some of the what's it called? Who's running the shows? What's the company?
Oh, Live Nation.
Live Nation. Okay. I think people were looking up Live Nation dates, and some of them all of a sudden said, David Lee Roth on them. So I think that's how it kind of got spread at first, and then Dave finally did. I don't know if he announced it, but his Twitter and his Facebook posted about it like this afternoon.
I got a quote from him. Let's see. Roth is also playing at the Epicenter Festival in Charlotte, North Carolina on May 1st as well. Let's see. He's scheduled to play a 9-show residency at the House of Blues in Vegas, January through March. None of those shows conflict with the Kiss dates, and it's not clear which Kiss shows it will be. In an interview with a radio station, he confirmed he'd play additional shows with Kiss. Once we get this up and rolling, then, of course, we're going to start to take this out on the road. I think I'm the face of Van Halen from this point on, and we take it as seriously as you listening to it. Yeah, there's a lot of smile and style to it, but there was a lot of we really, really have to mean it in the notes and what we do in the subtext of the lyrics. It's the sound of several generations on one big prison break. We're up there on stage to work it.
Big prison break. Speaking of prison breaks, David Nesdall's in the chat.
Is he?
David.
Wow. Dave, we gave you a shout out. Were you listening?
I think he just got here. Or he just started commenting, I guess.
We were talking all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. That's big. That's a big deal, though, man. David Lee Roth opening for Kiss.
I think it's huge. Fruitcake Tony, I said that Roth will appear at the Epicenter Festival, Charlotte, North Carolina, on May 1st. Because he said he missed that. So, yeah. So that's big fucking news. That really is, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dave. Dave just said hi, Johnny.
Hey, man. Hope you're feeling better, man.
Ernest Dyson is saying Roth is opening for Metallica at that North Carolina show. Dave, watch the beginning of the show. We gave you a big shout out earlier. I mean, stay with us now, but later on, go rewind it.
A lot of weird stuff for the first.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got off track. We talked about. Let's see. Looking at the checklist, what we touched on. Let's see. Dildos, fisting, Oriental pain and pleasure, bedpans, urination, masturbation, defecation, shitting our pants. Explosions in the bathroom.
Chipotle.
Chipotle incidences. And David Lee Roth is opening for Kiss. So we've covered quite a bit there. Watch in the re-one. We won.
The
we won. Watching the we won. It's terrific. The Johnny Beane Show. Walking heavy metal. Send Dave the invite. Oh wait.
I'm looking. I have to find him on Facebook. I don't see him.
Headstock Harem says David Lee Roth should have his own Kiss style makeup. That would be good TV, man. I'd want to see that. It would be like a diamond, right? I think that's what that would be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a Kiss style makeup with diamonds or something. Or like a diamond where there's a star on Paul Stanley.
Nesdal, I'm trying to find you. I can't find you on Facebook.
They can't even find him in the hospital. Look, he got put in the wrong room. He doesn't realize that he's scheduled for another surgery tomorrow to have a breast enhancement. They're like, I don't know. This guy doesn't look like he's transitioning. Well, schedule. We have him here. This seems to be Vinnie Vincent. This is his room, so I guess it's this guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That would be funny. Fruitcake Tony says maybe Dave will wear the Eat 'em and Smile makeup.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool idea.
Mm-hmm. Although it sounds like he's going to have his same band with Kiss. That's what it sounded like to me. Like the band he's playing with in Vegas will be the same group that he's playing with
Yeah,
Kiss.
that's the impression I got. It's not the DLR Eat 'em and Smile band. I wish it was. That would be priceless.
That would be insanity.
Metal Soda says, who did Roth have to blow to open for Kiss?
Oh my gosh.
Meet our tour manager, Vinnie Vincent.
So it kind of almost sounds like to me, because his stuff in Vegas is before the Kiss stuff.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So I mean, a tour like that, you know,
yeah,
with
January
Kiss,
through March, he's in Vegas.
It sounds like to me the Vegas thing is kind of a warm up for the opening slots with Kiss.
But they also haven't announced how many shows he's going to do. But apparently, he seems to be like, I'm going on the road, so sounds like he's gearing up for a bunch of shows.
Mm-hmm. Although it could be like 4 or 5. Could be a few.
It could. I think that would be great. Come on, Dave. I got to get you doing Gene Simmons talking to David Lee Roth. Fruitcake Tony says DLR and Kiss is a great fit. Hey, listen, man. Two massive icons, given some of their older years throws. I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to watch it.
Okay. I got to use the Speaking of that, I got to use the bathroom.
Yeah, Johnny's going for the bathroom.
So,
in David Lee Roth Eat 'em and Smile makeup, he's like, give me a bottle of anything and a glazed donut. Go.
All right. David Nesdall's here, everybody. Everybody, thumbs up. David Nesdall.
Hi, everyone.
There he is. Right there.
Hey, man.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I'm in bed and
with who?
With myself.
We were talking about masturbation earlier. Rewind it.
I'll have to watch the show tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be right back, man. I'll be right back.
Okay. I can't stay very long, but I can.
That's what I do on my Viagra commercial. I say the same line.
Very nice. I can't see anyone in the chat, but I wanted to thank everybody for everything, for the texts, the calls, the Facebook messages, everything.
You have so much love coming out of the chat right now. I can't even read it all. Every other word is Dave, 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 love you, Dave, 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 love you, Dave, Dave, Dave.
Thank you.
So tell us what you're doing there, man. How you doing? How you feeling?
Well, I got a little cough, but
I got a little penis.
I'm sure you do. I'll be going to rehab in the next couple days. It'll be a short stay at rehab, probably a few weeks. What they did was
hold on. Do you think you can get over your sex addiction in a few days?
No.
Oh, different rehab. Physical rehab. Okay, for the foot. Got it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, for those of you that don't really know what happened, I got an infection in my foot, and they had to amputate my pinky toe and some of the bone. It looks like they got It looks like they got all of the infection out. I'm waiting on the cultures to come back, which should come back tomorrow or Thursday. And they check them every day. It takes 72 hours really for them to mature. But there's no germs growing in my culture. As I'm sure there's a million jokes in that right there.
I'm skipping it just because I want to hear you, but yeah, I'm biting my tongue so hard it's bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So they're keeping me in the hospital until the cultures come back, just to make sure there's no infection.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll ship me to a rehab close to home, where I'll relearn how to walk, and then I'll go home. Probably sometime in January.
Nice. So are you spending Christmas in rehab or?
Probably.
Okay. Santa will find you anyway. He knows. He knows you're Jewish. You ain't getting nothing. No. Hey, listen, speaking of gifts, thank you again for this beautiful mug. I've been using it a lot. I've been drinking from it. I've been using it a lot. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it.
I've been using mine too, but for different reasons.
You got one for yourself? That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Music Therapy Labs wants you to know we sent you a get well card through Johnny. And let's see.
Yeah, I got that today, man. I got that today, so I'm gonna send that off. I'll send it off tomorrow.
Sandra Porkanoy. I want to get this right. Sandra Pokerney. Pokerney. Hey, listen, I'll take what I can get. Hey, Dave, get better super fast. 66 string Brian. Get well, Dave. All the best wishes to you. Brendan Buttcheeks, we love you, Dave. You rock. Someone had a long one. Joe Hervey, 84, our Jew homie. In this hard time, Dave, no matter what, the support and love will be the guiding force to help you get back home ASAP. We love you, homie. And just a million beautiful, wonderful well wishes from our amazing, amazing audience that we really appreciate.
Thank you. And forgive me for not having a shirt on.
Really? Let's see what you got down there.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it this time.
That's all right, man. Hey, listen, we're just happy to see you alive and well.
I mean, it's 3 feet from my heart. I'm not dying.
Wait a minute. You're not dying?
But I do need to take care of myself. Listen to me. I can't really talk loud. I have a very nice neighbor here that's very kind, and I want to respect him as well.
Oh.
So,
you couldn't get a girl in your room, huh?
I had one in my room 5 minutes ago. She went home.
With who? Oh, wait. Are you talking Desiree?
Yes.
Oh, all right. That's yours. Okay. Have the nurses been asking about me?
So I'll tell you a quick funny story. So I'm in dialysis yesterday. And all of the dialysis nurses and technicians are Asian descent, young and pretty. Most of them
we were
pretty.
talking about a movie earlier they might want to see.
Stop. Let me finish. So the whole time, these two girls are saying, "Oh, this one. She's young. You should talk to her. This one, she's young. You should talk to her. You should talk." I'm like, I don't think my fiance would appreciate that. Oh, you're getting married? So yeah, I said, yep. She's probably in my room right now. So the one that everyone was trying to hook me up with took me to my room. Didn't do anything. I mean, she actually rolled my bed into my room because they roll my bed into dialysis and back and forth. So it was very funny. I did tell Desiree, and she was like, she knew she knows that I'm safe, but it was very funny that these two women were like, "Oh, you should talk to this one. Oh, you should talk. She's young. She's young."
Like they're trying to sell her to you.
Like I'm not only am I taken, but I'm so not in the mood for anything with any woman right now. I just can't. I can't do it. But listen, guys, I gotta go because my nurse just came in here. She's gonna
They're
take
running
my
a
vitals.
massage parlor out of there, Dave. You better be careful.
No. She's got to take my vitals and she's got to give me my insulin, and I got to go to sleep because I got to get up early for dialysis. So I'll talk to everyone soon, and I'll see everyone on the other side. And thanks for everything, everybody.
We love you, brother.
I love you guys.
Get well soon, man.
Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, John. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you real soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the guitar whisperer, Dave Nesdahl. Let's hear it for him. The guitar whisperer .guru. For those of you guys who want to check out Dave's website. What do you think that's about, man? She's young. Let her roll you over there.
Probably, make him feel better. Probably.
It's like, geez, they're all asking, Mancuda? No, I'm telling you, it's like they're having a massage parlor there. It's like they got a rub and tug in the back room.
Oh my gosh!
It's like an Asian version of Grey's Anatomy, but like dirty. It's pretty great.
Well, you were there.
I was at a different hospital. I visited him at the first hospital. He got moved to the hospital where he got surgery. Mm-hmm. So at that one, I don't know. It's all sorts of different morals and orals, and I don't know. I think there's a sweatshop in the surgery area. They're sewing on Nike labels. I don't know.
Oh my god.
She's young. You like. All right. It's like the basement at NAMM. And Dwee's a clown. Great, I'm jealous.
The basement at NAMM.
I'm telling you. Hey, we got NAMM coming up.
In about a month.
Yeah. The countdown is on till Johnny and I go to NAMM.
Mm-hmm. I got my Airbnb yesterday. So I've got a place.
I drive down from here.
Mm-hmm.
I just drive down. You could have just crashed to my house and driven down with me. Yeah, you've been warned about that, right? He's like, yeah.
Oh, maybe next time.
Yeah,
maybe next time. I'm driving down this year with a friend of mine. Well, you guys know my friend Greg.
Oh, Greg the Leg, the porn star. Yeah.
Anyway, he's going, and we're driving down from here, from Santa Cruz, and then we've got the Airbnb, and then we're driving back that Sunday, probably that Sunday night. So
Quentin James says, nurse says, yum yum boom boom.
Oh my gosh!
Terrible, man. That's terrible.
Wow. Well, it was great to see Dave, man.
Very cool to see Dave. I've been in contact with him. I call him a lot, and all jokes aside, all silliness aside, I'm obviously very, very protective of my friend, and we all love him. We all love him. What's not to love about Dave Nesdahl, So I just always want to make sure he's okay. It's great seeing him. This is a rough road, man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you were there with him right up until this.
When I was in New York, I was with him, in person, just hanging out as a friend, and we went guitar shopping and broadcasting in his house together and hanging out together. And then, when he went to the hospital, I visited him a few times, and then I've called him a few times since then. And, now I'm back in LA, but, we still want to keep tabs on him,
Mm-hmm.
So great to see him. Glad he came on. Waiting for his return, as all of us are. Everyone wants to know the address to the hospital so they can visit the nurses. You motherfuckers. You bastards. It's all about Dave. Stop it. It's not about you and your Asian fetishes, your nurse fantasies. Do we have the address to the hospital though?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna look that up. I'm flying back to New York in the day, I think. Now I'm going. I'm gonna bring that video with me. I'm gonna make the sequel to it.
You'll star in this one.
I'm gonna grab a stunt cock and I'm gonna make the sequel to it. Oh, and Amanda Coombs is back for family friendly entertainment. Welcome back, Amanda. You didn't miss anything.
Oh.
You didn't miss anything. Jeez, I love that. And Desiree's in the room, and they're trying to wheel him away. It's like he's got a fiance. What are you doing? That's a full service hospital. If ever I saw anything. Jesus Christ. Dog PA says, imagine having surgery just to get rid of Mancuda. It's like they're trying to brainstorm in the middle of the night. How do we get John out of the house? How do we get rid of him? Hey, you know what? If I have a surgery, just a small one, maybe a finger or a toe or something, he'd have to leave, right? Jay says, Johnny, close Mancuda's mouth and open that envelope. What envelope do you got?
Oh, I've got an envelope from Jay.
Oh.
Totally forgot. There it is.
Well, I will close my mouth so you can open that envelope then.
Okay, here we go. And yeah, Stream Elements says, don't forget to share this video on Twitter. Tag me at Johnny Beane and I'll retweet you. All right, let's see. How do I do this?
Open an envelope, really?
It's like, oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. Who's this from? Jay.
Jay Adam.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. There we go. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more to it. Oh, look at that. Got some guitar picks here.
Zoom in on those. We can't say.
There we go. Of course, I'm blurry. Jay Hannon, thank you so much. Well, here, let me. There we go. This is from Jay. There we go.
Jay's balls on the screen.
Wow, he sent me a bunch of stuff. He sent me some Justice for Jay picks right there. Thanks to Fruitcake Tony.
Love it.
I got a few of those. And then I got a Gizmochi pick.
Nice.
Right there. And that's from the Ozfest. Right there, 2005.
For those in the audience that don't know, Jay played guitar with his band Gizmochi.
Mm-hmm.
For those that are new here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then 3 more right here. I got some Cameron Brown picks.
Nerd Halen.
Well, no. But anyway, yeah. Cameron Brown. Thank you, Cameron. If you're watching this, he usually watches these on the on his Xbox. Actually, he was on with us on Friday. He was here. So yeah, make sure to check him out on Instagram at CammyB1.
CammyB1. Nice.
So,
Brown?
yes. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much, man.
Very cool. You notice those Justice for Jay picks were pink.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting Jay over to my side. Liking all the 80s pink colors.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's your favorite color.
It is. For many reasons. Sean Zimmerman in the house.
Hey, Sean.
Giving a hello to everyone. Very, very cool. So what do you think, Johnny? Is it time for show and tell?
Sure. What do we have? We got 90 watching, 59 thumbs ups.
Oh, we gotta get more thumbs up than that. Come on now.
We could use a few.
We'd appreciate a bunch.
There we go. Right there. Oh, and yeah, and Nightbot is back, you guys. Nightbot was YouTube got rid of Nightbot the other day. What was that? Was that Friday or Saturday?
What did he do?
They just banned them. They just got rid of them.
Jesus.
And so if you're noticing, you'll notice when I do some of these commands, you'll see there's somebody else called Stream Elements that's doing the same things. It's because I had enabled my Stream Elements account as well. So it's kind of like doing double stuff, which I guess I gotta undo or just leave. I don't know.
Nightbot's jealous.
Yeah. But yeah, Nightbot is great. I love Nightbot, and
We love
actually
Nightbot.
a lot of if it wasn't for Nightbot, I'd have to be sitting here actually typing a bunch of stuff, to give you guys certain links to different stuff.
Nightbot, a big unpaid asset for the show.
Yeah, Nightbot is awesome. So welcome back. Huh?
Have we reached 100 thumbs up yet?
Nah. 61.
Come on, guys. Let's get a couple more thumbs up going before we do show and tell. Just for shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
It costs you nothing.
Let's see. Where are they? Yeah, let's say can we get 70?
Not 69. Not that I want less, but it's such a nice round number.
Okay, 69.
Let's get 69 thumbs up, please. Just for shits and giggles.
There we go. 62. 65.
So while our thumbs up are escalating, Johnny keeps saying it's at 61 because I want to reach 100 really, but I don't want to tell anyone that.
59.
Yeah, there you go. While you guys are leaving us thumbs up, I'm going to give a little backstory on today's show and tell guitar. So for those of you that remember, I'm going to put this up here. Way back in 1979, when the Charvel guitar company first started doing custom guitars, Wayne Charvel and Grover Jackson at the time, they were starting to build their custom shop for hot rod Strats. Speaking of hot, I am so sorry that I'm white right now. I didn't have time to play with the lights today. This is the first broadcast I'm doing back in Hollywood, so I know I look like Casper the fucking anal ghost right now, but or you pick your favorite sperm, but please forgive my totally blown out white ghosty face here. But anyway, back in 1979, Charvel started their guitar company, and let's see, show ad 1979. Let's see if I can bring up an image of this first ad that they had in magazines. It was called, let's see. Give me a second. Anyway, they had this ad up in magazines that I'm going to dig out for you, and it basically showed 11 super cool wild hot rod guitars, basically for them to show, here's what we can do. You want something super cool? We're Charvel. Here we are. Here's what we're about. Here's what we can do. And these 11 guitars, there were, let's see, three basses, 4 stars, and I'm sorry, 3 basses, 3 Stratocasters, and one more time, 3 basses, 3 star bodies, and 4 Stratocasters. And the ad itself, I'm trying to dig it up, showed these guitars in magazines and in pinups and all around the industry papers, and it was very, very cool at the time. Radical designs, radical graphics, bright, flashy, and remember, this is just on the cusp of 1980, just before it became 1980, when everyone suddenly was playing flashy colors and graphics and stuff like that. So it was pretty radical to see these things. And one of them went, let's see if I could just get the ad up first so you know what I'm talking about as I ramble on. Should have had this image up and ready, so forgive me. Here we go. Okay. So here's the original ad. Let's see. There you go. You can see those are some pretty cool guitars. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
On the left side of your screen is the original black and pink Bullseye that Eddie Ojeda played, because he saw that in the ad and he immediately wanted that. And to your right, there's a, let's see if you can get it close. There's like a flamed amber burst Strat that David Gilmour bought. David Gilmour of Pink Floyd, he bought that one. And these 11 guitars, you know, as you see, there's a hot rod flame, there's some stars, there's some basses. Really, really radical ad for 1979. And for their 40th anniversary at NAMM last year, I've talked about this on the show before, Charvel decided to have their master builders, the same guys that built those original guitars in 1979, guys like Mike Shannon and Red Dave and Pat, and you know, these guys were the shop guys back in the day, using primitive jigs and primitive tooling. And this is the days before, you know, all the you know, the set machines. They were doing a lot of stuff by hand with, you know, the old school pin routers and stuff like that. And they decided for their 40th anniversary at NAMM to recreate those 11 guitars, those original 11 custom shop guitars. And they did an exact mirror of the ad for 2018 that looked like this. Here's the side-by-side. You can see. There you go. So the one on the left is the original ad, which, you know, again, the lights were a little blurry and whatnot. And the one on the right is the recreation of that ad by remaking those original 11 guitars using all the old school original tooling. They broke out, they put aside their modern methods, and they made them exactly the same way they did in 1979, so that you could feel the difference of what they did back then with those old hand tools versus what they do right now on machines. And they literally, the same way they made them, they recreated those 11 guitars. Now, you guys have seen, I've had on the show, that pink Bullseye right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's That's one of the 11. And today's show and tell guitar, Johnny, if you would. Is the Amber Burst Flame Top David Gilmour Strat. Now, this isn't David's. Remember, this is the 40th anniversary Charvel one that they recreated the original Gilmour Strat with. And look at this thing. This is solid flame maple. This whole fucking body is just two pieces. This isn't a top like they'd make today. This is through and through just two giant chunks of flame freaking maple. And look at that.
Wow.
That's just gorgeous. Going all the way around. Made just like it was in 1979 from the same guys with a thick, look how thick that ebony is on that board. That's a thick slab of ebony right there.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful maple neck with the skunk stripe. That's very distinctly Charvel. Crown head tuners. Charvel head. Now that they're owned by Fender, they can do that. But just look at that thing. You have the V-Trem bridge, brass V-Trem. You got the brass knob, same thing, old school. No inlays on this one. No inlays. I believe the pickup's a JB Zebra. Duncan JB, Jeff Beck, fucking screen. There you go. Look at the flame on that fucking thing. They don't make them like this anymore. Literally. And again, to distinguish that it was one of the 11 made with the old school tooling methods by the masters, they basically gave it a special plate for the 40th anniversary. You guys can see that?
So it says Charvel. Looks like it has two guitars.
Charvel 40th anniversary.
1979 to 2019. Yeah. That's cool.
Right? So for NAMM 2019, 40th anniversary, this is 4007. They basically ran 4001 to 4011. So 11 instruments, recreating exactly that ad to be like this. So this is basically an exact reproduction of the one that David Gilmour had. So now I have basically the pink bullseye one over here, and the amber Gilmour Strat that you see over here. So I'm lucky enough to have two of the 11. I have a bunch of friends that have some of the others. A couple of my friends were lucky enough to get some of the basses, and another friend I think bought one of the stars, if I'm not mistaken. But they're incredible playing instruments. I own a lot of old San Dimas Charvels, and this one and the pink bullseye feel like those pre-pro San Dimas guitars. They really feel very, very different than the guitars that the custom shop is making today. And make no mistake, I've always said this, the Charvel Custom Shop is one of the few manufacturers that I feel today are still making really, really great quality guitars the way they did, you know, quality-wise at least. Maybe not technique-wise, but quality-wise back in the 80s. And, you know, back then they did it in a different process, and you could just feel it. You know, you could absolutely feel it. Here's a photo of Jackson Charvel master builder Mike Shannon with it. He was particularly proud of that one. So that's the exact guitar that we have for show and tell today. And for those of you guys that know Mike Shannon, Mike has built so many amazing guitars for so many rock stars. It's unreal. just to give you an idea, here's from the Charvel website, just showing it off a little bit. But to see them use, instead of a top, a solid, flame maple of that quality and old school ebony on the board of that quality, and watching them build it. There's a whole, I think it's like a 40-minute video on YouTube. You could catch it. Just put in like Charvel 40th anniversary, and there's a video. I think I may be wrong on the time, but there's a whole video of how long it goes on, showing them actually building these, like using the old tools and using the old method, and explaining how they did it. Because it's really a big deal if you think about it for a company like Charvel, who basically morphed into Jackson and Charvel, to have their roots recreated exactly the same way they did. And, you play something like this and you just feel that they still have the ability to recreate, through that old school technique, the quality that they once made from the same builders that did them 40 years ago. That's a big deal, and it blows me away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so honored to have two of these fucking master builds in my own personal possession. And if you can get one of the others, I really, really highly recommend them. The fit and finish is amazing. The playability is just like an old school pre-pro Charvel, which if you guys have played that, is incredible. They just play themselves. They're such smooth playing guitars. And that's today's show and tell guitar, boys and girls. This is 40th anniversary recreation of David Gilmour's Amber Burst Strat Charvel from the original 1979 Charvel Custom Shop ad. And it was on display at NAMM 2019. And I can't wait to see, Johnny, what they're going to break out this year, because I love NAMM guitars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you can't wait to see me, but then you kept going.
We're gonna go to my favorite Italian restaurant. We're gonna hang out and get arrested for indecent exposure again, and all sorts of fun things. Yeah.
Good. Nobody knows about that.
Shh. Public records, man. You just got to Google. Yeah. John BL, what was that charge we were charged with? That scam?
John Bill, remember that time you had to come and bail us out?
So there you go, man. What do you think of that?
That's awesome, man. We got to get a good thumbnail.
There you go.
There we go. There it is. What's the timestamp? 1:27:49?
Something
like that.
Something like that.
Very cool. That's a nice guitar, man.
I helped a buddy get it, actually, and he recently sold it back and gave me first shot at it. I was very thankful to him because, obviously that pink bullseye was made for me, so I got that like immediately. But the Amber Burst I thought was gorgeous. My buddy really wanted it. It was like a dream guitar of his, and I wanted to help him get it, so I did, and it's great, man. I was really thrilled to have two of those, man. And as always, I'm very happy to share it with our audience because I love you guys and gals. So let's see.
Yes, we love all of you. And Cameron Brown, hey, dude, check it out, man. Thanks to Jay.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and Cameron, great to see you on Friday, I think it was. So yeah, right above John, where the duck used to be, there'll be a card there to the video from Friday with Cameron Brown and Jason McNamara. He was with us, and last few shows. Saturday night show, which is climbing. We're up to like 12
people watching,
1,200 views or something on that one. Yeah. Man. Yeah, that one keeps going, man. People are digging that one. So,
By the way, Jason McNamara, our buddy Jason, who I love, thank you, brother. He made videos on those reissue Charvels, and it says they're on my YouTube channel and also on the Red Dragon Guitars Facebook. And let me just give Red Dragon Guitars a plug, because Jason obviously loves them. I obviously love them. I've brought them up on the show before. They helped me big time last year get that Pink Bullseye Charvel reissue. So huge shout out to Red Dragon Guitars. And, I've mentioned them on the show before. John over there, good friend of mine, will give you great deals on guitars, dynamite to work with. If you need something, I highly recommend checking out Red Dragon Guitars. So check them out. They're on Facebook. And Jason and I, huge fans of theirs. Very, very cool. I'm just catching up on the chat.
yeah, I got to try one of those.
And yes, Joe Hervey 84, those 11 Charvel recreations were all one-offs. They just wanted to make 11 guitars to recreate that original ad. So there are now in the world 2 of those Pink Bullseyes of exact specs. I have one, and the first one originally was Eddie Ojeda of Twisted Sister. And David Gilmour got the first Amber Burst Strat. I now have the recreation of that. So there's 2 of those in the world, etc. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. When did he play? When did Gilmour play that?
For years, through the 80s. Through the 80s, he had that. Again, it's one of those guitars you see once in a while because he had so many, you know. But the original one recently sold for $60,000. So at the David Gilmour Pink Floyd auction. So I tried to buy it, and I just saw it kept going up and up and up, and I was like, fuck that. I didn't like it that much.
Oh my
but
God.
it's gorgeous. Let's see. John
Jason
says, good evening, Johnny and Mancuda. How are you guys doing on this Tata Tuesday? Lock your refrigerators, 2 parties back. Hey, boys, after the show that you'll get a quad burger or 2. Oh.
I want a burger.
Hey, look who's here.
Good.
How you going, guys?
How are you,
So I'm good. You know, it's funny. I just tuned in. I was busy trying to get something working on GarageBand, which is driving me insane on my second monitor above, but that's not the issue. I'm actually doing something to help out Cameron Brown, who you just mentioned. But I heard you talking and showing that guitar. Very cool guitar. And yes, I did make some videos on them at NAMM. But because I'm also friends with Red Dave, who made that guitar, I called him just now. Like, while you were chatting about the guitar, I just gave him a call. I said, look, this is really left field, but what are you doing? He goes, I'm just sitting here watching some television. I said, all right, well, here's something really crazy. Feel free to say no, because it's a real intrusion on your evening. But John Mancuda, who actually owns the Pink Bullseye guitar and also the Gilmour like solid flame maple guitar, is talking about it right now live on YouTube. Do you have any desire to jump on? And he goes, look, I appreciate it, but nah, man, I'm just sitting here watching telly and chilling. And so it's cool. But I did get a little bit of information for you. Dave actually said to me that it's those guitars, those reissue guitars, were actually done in a team environment. So it was actually him and Mike Shannon and Joseph Williams. What's his name?
No, Joe Williams, you're right.
Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, I'm getting confused because Joseph Williams from Toto.
and
Pat. Yeah, exactly. And Pat, the 4 of them did it together. So he actually did say that it was a complete team getting together experience to bring those guitars back to life.
Oh, I talked to all those guys at NAMM, and they were very proud of those guitars. They, you know, like I said to these guys earlier, they made a video showing the 4 of those the 4 of them working on those and building them.
Yeah, which is like super cool for them to, as you said, to go old school and do it the old school way is just so cool.
Best tribute you could have done to the company. And the builders,
so
I mean,
if you guys sorry, go on.
These builders are tremendous. These are their master builders. They were then, they are now.
Exactly. And that's the thing, that like people hear it, but until you really process it, Mike Shannon, who is still there building these guitars, built Randy Rhoads' freaking Flying V back in the day with him. Like, that's insane to have the guy that did that still able to build you a custom shop guitar today. Like, that's insane.
And
so good.
Good job.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And he's still absolutely killing it. I'm just going to jump on my YouTube channel right now quickly on my second monitor here and grab a link for you guys. So if you want to actually see the interview that John's referring to about, which I mentioned in the comments before, myself with Mike Shannon and Red Dave at NAMM this year, it's pretty cool, the fact that we had a chat about those retro guitars in front of those exact guitars that you own.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Are you going to be at NAMM again this year?
Yes, I am, sir. I actually am in the throes of getting a few things organized. I just got a lucky break to be able to, fingers crossed, get a direct line in to the CEO of NAMM. I'm waiting to see if he's willing to have a chat with me, but I'm hoping. So we'll see. Now
He had a chat with me last year. He said, "No running in the hallways. If you do it again, you're out."
No surprise.
Put on pants.
Exactly. And not just pink, tight, super tight Speedo type underwear either. Something that can breathe.
Yeah.
Leave something to the imagination next time.
You can imagine that I have something down there.
Well, that's what we had to do, was imagine, because as far as we could tell, there was nothing. You're the only one that can come up with shit. God, why is the internet so damn... Oh, there's the live chat there. Okay, so I'm dropping in right now. I just hit enter, and why did it remove it? Johnny, it's removed the link. Edit and try again. Unbelievable. It's asking me to edit and try again. What the hell is wrong with it as it is? I've just done it and tried again. It's not allowing the link, Johnny. What am I going to do?
Oh, man.
Can you see?
Nothing works without Dave here.
Can you see that it's denied the link, Johnny, on your end?
I don't see anything.
Okay.
I'm
going to send...
girlfriend said.
Yeah, send
it to you on Facebook, right?
Yeah, or let me see. Okay, I think I'm on your channel.
I've just sent you the link on Facebook, and then you should be able to pop it in the chats because you are the master of the ceremony.
What computer am I on here? Okay.
Hey, Beane, John.
Jay, I was also talking about how great Red Dragon Guitars was.
Yep, John Poe over at Red Dragon.
He's helped me out.
You've got to admire John and what he's done over there. I mean, like, the guy lives up in the mountains in South Carolina. He just had a love for what he does. He came into a little bit of funds, and instead of being stupid and just messing it away, he went, you know what? I'm going to do something cool. And he literally, like, it's very rare today to be able to do something the first time that somebody did it. And, you know, because so much has been done over the years. And he literally took the desire to sell some guitars and expanded it to the point that he's a dealer of Charvel and Jackson and ESP and all these other brands. And he's like one of the top dealers. Like, he's won top 100 dealers worldwide at NAMM multiple times running. He runs a great business, and he looks after his customers. He actually follows through and takes care of people.
Dude, big time. I've mentioned him on the show before. As you know, he helped me get that pink bullseye I got last year, and he's been phenomenal to deal with. I bought a few guitars from them, and he's been just fantastic. I highly, highly appreciate his customer service over there.
And that's, I think, what wins it for him is his follow-through and customer service is unbelievable. Like, he hit me up out of the blue because he'd seen some of my video work. He's like, I can't get out to NAMM this year. I've got some important stuff out there, which was those anniversary guitars, of which you, as you just said, bought one. And he said, I need coverage. Can you come out and do it? And we worked out a deal, and he was so good to me about it. He's like, look, I trust you. Just do what you do. I've seen your videos. Just do your work and send me everything. And I did it. And he was so good to deal with. I haven't spoken to him for a while, but he's a good dude.
He's a great dude. He's a good friend. He's a great dealer. I recommend him up and down. And hey, maybe this year I'll use him again to get something else from NAMM.
Probably not a bad idea. I can see Johnny's put links of the video in there. He's dropped it in a couple of times. So if anybody wants to see the interview with Red Dave and Mike Shannon, it's there. And the funny thing about the interview was that Mike had a couple of drinks because it was at the Wednesday night of NAMM, so it was the Fender party night. And Mike had a couple of drinks, and it was funny because I forget it was not Mike Egan. What was his name? There was a guy from marketing who was standing off to the side who's going, "Just careful. Mike's had a few drinks. Don't sort of taint him to sort of get him to say anything he shouldn't." And I behaved myself and was all good, but he was quite open and really good fun. I mean, I've known Shannon for, geez, how long have I known Mike Shannon for now? Well, we first met here in Japan when he came out for a tour with Charvel and Jackson many years back. I can't remember exactly when, but it probably would have been around 2014, I'm going to guess, was when we first met. And we kept contact and we see each other around the place, and he's just a really good dude.
Mike and Dave took this great photo at NAMM. I'll try to find it while you guys are talking. It's basically them doing what they said is a tradition near the guitars. You guys just keep talking. I'll see if I can dig it out.
So how you doing, Johnny?
I'm good, man.
I see you have the same color red on your jacket behind you as what I have on my personal clothing right now.
Yeah. That's a very nice warm jacket.
I'm a big fan of red. Love it.
Like me with pink.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. My double neck guitar is red.
Here's while they were building those 11 Charvels. Here's a promotional photo they did in the shop of it's Pat, Red Dave, Joe, and Shannon, and they're all each holding one. And Pat has my pink bullseye, and Shannon's holding the.
Isn't that cool?
Burst. So that's the build team for the 2011 40th anniversary Charvels. And there they are holding 4 of the guitars, including both of mine.
Yeah, wow. So the way that they did that at NAMM, for people out there who don't know, is that they actually did like a lottery type of a situation where each company that was there to try and buy the guitars, because I think Rainbow Guitars was there and the Music Zoo was there and a whole bunch of stores were there. And you basically had to put your business card inside of the strings. And they're like, you can see on my videos, there's just cards and cards and cards on these guitars. And
I'm just going to show it right here.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
What it is, Wednesday night is preview night. And they basically, they line up the guitars on stands for everyone to see. And you put your business card there. It's kind of blurry. I'm trying to see if you could just see how they do it. I'm zoomed in a bit. And they put their business cards in between the strings. And then at the end of the preview, they basically do lotteries. They just literally go and they put them in a little bowl and okay.
Exactly, and they pull them out and they just go for it. I've actually just pulled up my video because you'll be able to see inside of the strings here, like how nuts the collection of cards actually becomes. Like what you showed just then in the photo is nothing. Look at this. No, hang on. Hang on. Sorry. It was just there a second ago. Like, look at how many business cards are lined up there. It's kind of not easy to see on the way that the video is being done here, but still, there's so many cards lined up in there. You can kind of see the ruffles around the outside. And there's just so many cards stacked up in them. And that's just one of the guitars. Like, every single guitar was like that. So I think when I was there representing Red Dragon and doing all that, you can see I'm actually wearing a Red Dragon t-shirt there too. We actually had some custom shirts made up where I've got Red Dragon and my details about what I do on there. But here we go. Hang on, sorry. There you go. Look at that. All those cards lined up in that guitar. But the blue one particularly is just nuts. So what they did was they like literally, as John just said, they got like a fishbowl type of a thing. They just put all the cards in there, and then they'd call someone over who was one of the Fender staff, and they literally just picked it out and went, and the winner is such and such. And I think for Red Dragon, we won maybe 5 or 7 guitars, something like that.
And
So
out of those for Red Dragon, you guys won. Let's see, I believe 3 of the anniversary guitars.
yes, we did. Definitely.
Yeah.
We had at least 1 star guitar, which I think was the gold one with the lightning bolt, but I honestly can't remember now.
You had the I think the pink spiderweb one, and
Yes, we did.
Maybe also the red star as well.
That's right. Yes, we did. Thank you, because I completely forgot which ones it was for a second there.
Yeah.
But it was a cool score, and I think he might have even got a bass out of it, actually. I can't remember now. Anyway,
Yeah,
it was cool.
Here's a image of him sitting in the show before the cards started going on them. Really, they're all lined up like that, and you get just a certain amount of business cards per dealer based on what you buy, and you just put them right in the strings, and they go around taking the cards out, put it in a bowl. You win number 71. You win number 72. And all the dealers want the NAMM guitars specifically because they're basically show-off guitars for the custom shops of what they can build.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just got the video up to a really good spot here. Have a look at this, Johnny.
Just nailed the color, and he helps make us look good, doesn't he? Yes, he does. He does a great job. So, can you explain how this styling is done? Because this is obviously ash.
Look at all
It's a
those
beautiful mix of
cards.
ash. And then you've got the grain that you've managed to get the purple into. So can you give away a little bit of a trade secret as to how that's done? I'd love to, but legal says I can't do that.
Yeah, no, it was good. We had a good interview. I think all up with the 2 guys, it was 8 minutes, 18 seconds all up. So if you're a fan of those instruments and you want to hear a little bit of the history and the dudes who made them and stuff, check that out. And there's also on my channel as well, around the same sort of time as far as like uploaded time, there's also an interview with Joseph Williams. And the cool thing about Joseph Williams is he is essentially the young blood that eventually Red Dave and Mike Shannon are going to retire. It's just the way it is. And Joseph is the guy who's going to come up and continue the Jackson Charvel custom shop legacy for years to come. And they'll eventually come up with another master builder to continue on the thing. And as much as what I love my Ibanez guitars, that's a real shame on Ibanez that they have never done that since about 93 or so when they closed. They did offer custom shop stuff to the public for a small time, from like around about 88 or so until about 93. I could be a little bit off on the years, but around there. And they've never done it since. Ibanez don't even own their own factory in Japan. All the guitars are made at the Fujigen factory, which is a very legendary factory. If you ever get an old Fender Japan instrument or an old Greco like this is a 1977 Greco. This is also made in the Fujigen factory. So back in the day, when they were making all the Ibanez guitars that were all the Lawsuit series, they were doing Greco as a domestic-made product and Ibanez as an export product. And if you ever get a Fender Japan, now, of course, this is a Greco, as I just said, but a Fender Japan, you'll actually see if it's got Fender written in very basic block lettering, it's not Fender cursive style or anything, just very basic block font of some sort, across the top saying Fender, that is a made at the Fujigen factory guitar. If it doesn't have that, either the plate's been changed or it's not actually a Fujigen made guitar. So there you go. And Ibanez make their stuff through Fujigen in Japan, except for the J Custom stuff, which is being made by Sugi Guitars, S-U-G-I. And Makoto Sugimoto, who also goes by Nick, speaks English perfectly. He's just launched Sugimoto USA, which is about to hit the market soon. He's going to be at NAMM doing that. But he's the guy who makes the J Custom guitars for Ibanez. The only stuff that Ibanez actually build for themselves, and I'm making this point not to brag about Ibanez, but saying how cool it is the way Jackson do it, is that they only make their stuff for artists in the LA custom shop. That's the only thing that they have and own their own factory for. So the cool thing about a company like Jackson is that they've got this legacy of Red Dave. They've got this legacy of Mike Shannon and Pat, as you mentioned before. And now they've got Joseph Williams doing it. That is so cool that you can get a custom shop guitar made by guys that you get videos from myself and other people making videos with those guys. And it's a relatable thing that you can go, this is the dude who's making my guitar. I think it's pretty awesome of Jackson to do that.
Why are you dry docking when you're talking about Red Dave and Mike Shannon? You're doing a dry dock there. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What are you doing?
No. What I'm saying is, like, you as a customer and them as a master builder, you can actually connect the two of who the person is that's going to build your guitar. See, Johnny, you don't have to just have me on screen, mate. Make it everybody. It's all good.
When you don't want to connect them like by their penises.
Well, I wasn't doing that, Johnny boy. Not everything has to be in the gutter, mate.
I'm just looking at what you're doing.
Oh my
Well,
god!
I didn't do this.
Well, that's what I usually get from other dealers, but not from Red Dragon.
There you go. Oh, well played there. Good advertisement. It was a good plug. It was a good plug.
Ha!
Ah.
What kind of butt plug I have here?
Yeah. Can you please stop posting me butt plugs? Seriously, I've got too big of a collection now because of you sending them out.
Mike, I've got a big erection too. Here's Mike Shannon and Red Dave at NAMM 2019 in front of the Pink Bullseye Charvel anniversary. And Shannon said, you got to take one more because it's a tradition Dave and I have done over the years. I have to take a photo in front of the display giving him the finger. And that's a thing they've done for years of Mike giving Dave the finger.
Awesome. And that's your guitar.
That's my guitar, yeah.
I'm just trying to see if I still have photos on here of the big glass case. Oh, actually, you know what? While I'm going through it, this is just a kind of a fun photo. There's me with my very dear friend Vernon Reed and Charlie Benante from Anthrax.
Oh, nice.
Being the fact that those guys are both from New York, they knew each other quite well. It was actually kind of fun because they played together on stage. I forget what song they played now, but at the Ultimate NAMM night, they played on stage together, which was really cool. Actually, there's Vernon right there. What song were they playing? There's Vernon there. You can't tell what they're playing, Johnny, so don't worry about it. Oh, those dancing girls were so annoying at NAMM. Like, they were nice enough people, but it was so annoying that people were trying to, like, just watch and like the video that I put up of I put up on my channel the entire performance of the David Lee Roth band back together with Jeff Scott Soto singing. And I managed to get the whole thing, and I was, being a camera guy, I was like very steady with my iPhone sitting here like this trying to get it because they wouldn't let me take in my big Canon camera. Right. And the freaking dancing girls were like right in the way of Steve and Billy. It was so annoying.
Ugh.
Here's a pretty cool matchup. Can you figure out who those two guys are from the fluffiness of the hair and the slight shake of the photo? The guitars probably give it away.
I can't see. Can you zoom in a little more?
I'll put it this way. Those two guys got up together and played Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy, which was so cool to see the two of them doing it. Doug Pinnick was on lead vocals. I forget who was on drums now. Actually, it might have even been Charlie Benante. The blonde guy is Doug Aldridge, and the dark-haired guy is Phil X. So that's not a bad guitar combo. Doug Aldridge and Phil X doing Jailbreak together. And that's what's that. Oh, it's a different song. That's what's his name from the Bullet Boys? I forgot his name. That's him. See, there's Charlie Benante right there playing with him, and Doug Pinnick on bass. But they also did Jailbreak. No, that's the same song. Oh, where is it? I don't know where it is now. But anyway, Divinity Rocks on bass. She played bass with Beyonce, and she's a good friend of mine. She's awesomely cool. Monster bass player and a really, really good soul too.
Nice.
She's also a New Yorker as well. Yeah, there's the case there. That's what I was looking for, but I couldn't find it.
This is the display case at NAMM for the 40th anniversary. I'm trying to freaking get it so it's not blinding. God, this sucks.
It's the white.
Yeah.
It's grabbing.
Right. Here, you know what? Hold on. I got it.
Just quickly while he's doing that, here you go. Here's a couple of pretty cool. Oh, sorry. Go on.
It's still fucked up.
John, the best thing is hold it up and hold it steady, and just like let it this is how you do it. Let it consume the entire frame of the camera, so you can't see anything on the outside, and hold it steady and just give it a second. And that's usually what works for me. Try adjusting the angle a little bit as far as tilting it. Yeah, it's not working, is it?
No, nothing works for me.
That showcase was so impressive to see those guitars in there like that, though.
Beautiful. Of course, there was that meme of me as wearing my pink hat right next to the bullseye.
Of course, he made his own meme.
I didn't even make that meme, but there's like hundreds of them. What was it? It started out with this woman, Helen Varley.
Always starts with a woman.
Yeah, it always does. Took this photo. You can't even see the damn thing. It's me in front of the pink bullseye.
The bullseye. With a bullseye cap on. Nice.
Yeah, with my hat. And this woman, Helen Varley, took this photo. And then things started appearing like, let's see, what my favorite one. Let's see. My favorite one was this. I'll just read it to you. It's, now I know how women feel when they show up to the dance and some other bitch is wearing the same dress.
That's gold.
Yeah. Now there's probably I've been sent about like 20 something memes of that photo, and you can't, you have to know that it's me because I wear the pink, but like you don't see my face in it. It's me from the back, which is how they know me in prison.
From the back. Of course they do.
From the back.
Well, here's a couple of quick snapshots from last NAMM for you. So there I bumped into Doug Pinnick, and you can see I'm carrying around a massive amount of camera gear around my neck because that's what I do. Here, hang on. Oh, the wrong way, sorry. I didn't get to actually talk to Jerry Cantrell, but I got to see him at the Friedman booth, so that was pretty cool. He's a bit of a legend if you're an Alice in Chains fan. Sure. You may have... Oh, geez, that went way too far. Hang on. Sorry.
Oh, no. Premature photos.
Yes. You may have seen my interview with Phil Collin backstage. I got to do the only interview with Phil from Def Leppard at NAMM this year.
Johnny caught him a little bit.
Oh, did he?
Well,
yeah, he bumped right into me.
Well, I mean, he's a pretty muscly, but actually, no, you guys are about the same height, I would say.
They're about the same height, but it was very funny. Phil just kind of blew it past Johnny and like shoulder checked him accidentally.
Phil blew on Johnny?
No. He was being marched through by his bodyguards.
Yeah.
And they were like, move aside, move aside, move aside, move aside. And Johnny got checked by him from his shoulder. And Johnny's just like, flying. Phil's so built and he's just moving through.
He is.
You didn't even see him.
He's in incredible shape for his age. I got two more I'm going to quickly show you, and then I've got to run because I've got to go to a meeting. This is Francesca Simone, who now plays guitar with Beyonce. She was like 23 years of age. We did a video at the Orange booth, but Orange actually hired me to do the video for them because they didn't have anyone there to shoot it. And the video came out quite well. It's on their channels, and she's a very, very tasty player. She's got a beautiful looking PRS that's all been custom shot up for her. But here is the best photo, which oddly enough, this is going to be the first time it's been publicly displayed. I've not even put it on Facebook or Instagram or anything. Johnny, drum roll, please, because this is worth it.
Oh, shit. Well,
here we go. Oh.
We just saw that one.
This is going so well. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Found it. Found it. Here you go. Got it. Please don't disappoint me. Oh, don't disappoint me and tell me you don't know who it is.
Zoom in on it.
Dude, how can you not recognize that face? People in the chat, I'm going to sit here and wait till someone in the chat says who it is and they get it right. I can't believe...
I know who that is, but I can't think of his name.
Oh, come on. Come on, people in the chat. Don't let me down here. Who is that standing next to me at NAMM this year?
Is that what's his name from Whitesnake?
Oh, you're kind of close. It's not David Coverdale. This guy's actually a better singer than David Coverdale.
No, not David Coverdale.
Thank you. Mark Dillon got it first. And Sean came in with the full name, although he spelt it wrong because he was in too much of a rush. That's Glenn Hughes from Deep Purple.
I never saw.
Whoa.
So, if you're a fan of Glenn Hughes, because I mean, like,
Dog
Glenn
PA
Hughes.
guessed it was Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah, well, no, definitely not. I saw that. If you're a big fan of Glenn Hughes, so here's a band for you. Glenn Hughes, Derek Sherinian on keyboards, if you're a fan of Sons of Apollo, who I love, and Dream Theater, and he was in Kiss and Alice Cooper and a bunch of other things. Jason Bonham, son of legendary John Bonham from Led Zeppelin on drums, and Joe Bonamassa on guitar. That band is called Black Country Communion, and they got the name because Jason Bonham and Glenn Hughes both happen to be from a part of England that's known as the Black Country. It's just what it's nicknamed as, and they got the name Black Country Communion. The band was put together by Kevin Shirley, who produced a whole bunch of famous albums, including I think, was he the producer or the engineer, something like that, on Rush's Counterparts album, among many others. He's phenomenally talented. And so he put this super group band together. They did 3 albums, and I believe they're going to do another album. And the funny thing is, the original guitar player who was slotted to be in that band was not Joe Bonamassa. Does anybody know who was the original guitar player that was slotted that was supposed to be in Black Country Communion? Anyone at all?
Sharon Osbourne.
Wrong, because she's not a guitar player, dipshit. Jody, any idea? It's someone that we all know and love. Like, we dearly love this guitar player, or at least most of us
Jay Hannon.
do. That's a good one.
Cameron
We do
Brown.
love him. We
Cameron
love him
Brown.
too, but it wasn't Cameron Brown. Anyone in the chat? Anybody?
What are their initials?
Oh, no.
DLR.
It's gonna give it away because he's so well known for that.
EVH.
Black Country. Yeah, no, it wasn't Eddie. Anybody? I've really got to run in a minute. I've got a meeting to get to at 1 o'clock, and it's now 12:40. I'll give you one clue. I interviewed this guy at NAMM this year.
Ooh.
It wasn't Neil Schon. Good try, Soda. It wasn't Greg Koch. Here we go. They're finally starting to come through now. That's the problem with the delay on the show. It wasn't SV. Steve Vai. No, it wasn't Steve Vai. Although I've got a funny one about that. If anybody out there knows Sons of Apollo, oddly enough, I was talking to Jim Patolsky, who was helping to put Mike Portnoy to sort of sort out some things for Sons of Apollo, and Jim and I were talking. He's like, we've got to get a really awesome guitar player. They thought about Vinnie Moore, but the first person that actually got contacted was Steve Vai for Sons of Apollo, and I emailed Steve and said to him, "There's this like progressive rock band that's going to be coming out that Mike Portnoy's involved in and Derek Sherinian's involved in. They're looking for a guitar player for the group." And he said, "I just haven't got the time. I'm too busy. I've got too much going on." So Steve Vai was actually offered Sons of Apollo. True story. But anyway, nobody's got it right yet as who was the original guy who was offered Black Country Communion. It was John Sykes.
Oh, the great John Sykes. We do love him.
John Sykes was originally offered the spot that Joe Bonamassa took in Black Country Communion, but for whatever reason, it never happened. So whether he was offered or that was the idea that was thrown around or however it worked, I do know that John Sykes was somehow or another talked about for it. So there you go. Anyway, I got to run. I got a meeting to get to. Good to see you, John.
Oh,
Good to see you, Jay.
We'll see each other at NAMM, huh? We'll rub our pink and red together.
Are you gonna go out to dinner with us?
When?
Go out to an Italian restaurant that I love. We all go. A group of us. Go out with us.
Which day or which night? Which night?
We go most nights.
Every night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Every night. Okay, cool.
Every meal.
Pick a night you can break apart and come with us.
I'll work it out because I mean, my whole thing of going there this year is to try and network for my TV show, which I keep going on and on and on about, which is going to come to life soon. And you'll be like, "Holy shit, he did it!" But I'm determined. Oh, and just quickly, if anybody wants to watch a really cool movie that's very inspirational about somebody who just didn't take no for an answer, check out "Dolomite Is My Name" with Eddie Murphy. I just watched it on Netflix last night.
I talked about that. I loved it. That was
It was
great movie.
so good. And the great thing about it was just like what I'm doing. Don't take no for an answer. If you've got something good and you believe in it and you can make it happen, just fucking do it.
There was
That film
also,
was so
if you want a
inspirational.
really good inspirational story, Helen Keller the musical.
Hey, I got a great joke for you, then I got to go. Why did Helen Keller's dog kill itself? You would too if your name was...
Oh my god.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's horrible.
Tasteful show of family entertainment, Jason.
Yes, exactly. It's not like any of this on this show, is there?
None of it.
None of it. Zero.
Yeah, and cheers to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I got to go. See you later, Johnny.
We'll
I'll,
see you
uh,
later, brother.
I look forward to never being
man.
invited back to your show again now after that.
That's what I used to think.
And yet here you are every week. Bye-bye, everyone in the chats. Love you all. See you later. Don't forget to check out the interview with Mike Shannon and Dave that we put the links in earlier, and just go to my channel and search it. Bye-bye.
Jason, plug your channel real quick.
Plug?
He just did.
Plug it again.
Jason McNamara. Just look up Jason McNamara. I actually have two channels. Don't go to the old one because there's nothing good on there. But the newer one has like almost 7,000 subscribers, and how many videos I forget. But it's really obvious. It's there. It's real. It's great. It's fun. It's cool. Check it out. Later, y'all.
Awesome.
Ladies
All right,
and
see ya.
gentlemen, great Jason McNamara, friend of the show. Love Jason. I can't wait to see him at NAMM. We'll have him over at Mari's Italian restaurant. Right?
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, he'll like it there too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I gotta mention this. I know everyone's sick of the topic, but I have to obligatory mention this because I said I would. Apparently, Vinnie Vincent did show up for his Christmas bash. Now,
Oh.
for those
Nice.
of you not in the loop, I love Vinnie Vincent's music. Hate the way he treats fans. Usually he doesn't show up to his own events or concerts. This time he held a $500 a ticket. Enough with the fist. Bring in the dildo. Yeah. $500 a ticket for a private Christmas party that he was going to make food for and supposedly play a little guitar for. I've heard different reports because it just happened. It just happened over the weekend. I haven't seen photos from it yet. Apparently, it was a lot of the same people that showed up for his birthday event. But apparently, he did show up. He wouldn't let video be taken of him playing guitar, but apparently some people said he played good. They're the same people that were at his birthday. I don't know. I'd love to see video. If anyone has video of this event, please send it to me on my Facebook, Jonathan Mancuda, MANKUTA, over at Facebook. And I'd love to see video of him playing. Supposedly, he played decent. He just played like a little Kiss, a little Invasion stuff, some shreddy stuff. and then at the end of it, you're still allowed to take like some photos. They let him take photos of like, you know, people around and Vinny with people. But
I found a photo from before,
from the Christmas one or from the birthday?
from the Christmas one.
Let's see what you got.
Although this was 4 days before the actual thing, but it's a picture of like
Is it him making potato salad?
no, it's part of like pictures of like some of the setup.
So okay, so 2, 4, so 10 cabinets. 2 are probably real. Okay, and that's at SIT Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, I'm all for if Vinny is turning over a new leaf and showing up at stuff. I'm all for it. If that's what he's going to do, I'd love to see it happen. I'd love to see that happen. But apparently he did show up for this. So I'm going to swallow. I'm going to swallow my pride, and not Vinny's pride. I'm going to swallow my pride. And I'm going to say, I'm going to admit, if I'm wrong, I admit it. Vinny showed up for his Christmas bash, not his Christmas bathhouse. He showed up, and he showed up, and I've got to admit I was wrong. So I'm going on the air, going in front of thousands of people, and saying, Vinny Vincent, I applaud you for showing up. I'm glad you showed up. There's been enough disappointment, and hopefully you'll show up to other things. I love your work. You know, I don't care if you're transitioning. Good for you. I'm all for whatever makes people happy. I just want to know that, that you show up for what people pay for. I think your ticket prices could go down a little bit. Brett McCord says he heard on a YouTube interview like he was playing in a back room and they said he could jam. That was the birthday thing. Okay. If anyone has any video from Vinny Vincent's Christmas bash, I'd love to see it, because apparently you weren't allowed to take any. I don't know why he doesn't want to be seen playing. I don't know. But look, he showed up, right? I'll take it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got Kiss news out of the way. We got Vinny Vincent news out of the way. Got David Lee Roth. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing new on the Rhodes theft. We talked last Tuesday. You know, for those of you keeping track, Musonia, the school where Randy Rhodes learned and taught, and Dolores Rhodes.
Oh, right.
Dolores Rhodes also taught guitar and other instruments, was robbed over Thanksgiving. A lot of stuff was recovered, and in a little suspicious way. There's a little controversy if the guy that found it in a dumpster was he a hero or was he part of the crime? I'm going to leave that part alone for right now because the jury's still out. But there is still, and I want to mention this, there is still a few items missing that are very important. I want you guys, whoever's listening to my voice, to keep an eye out. It's a Harmony Rocket guitar. I think it's a 1961 that's still missing. There's a white Marshall amp head with an early serial number. That's missing. I think there's still some basses missing. So just, keep an eye out. They haven't found those few important instruments. And remember, that Harmony guitar is the first guitar Randy owned and learned on. So it's really an important piece of Randy Rhodes' history. Love to see the family get it back. We're huge supporters of the Rhodes family here on the channel. And, look, they're salt of the earth people. We miss Randy, of course. We miss Dolores, of course. So if you guys keep an eye out, 1961 Harmony Rocket guitar, still missing among a few other things we'd love to see recovered. And Ozzy Osbourne, offering a reward, nice cash reward. That's really sweet of him. And, we'd love to see Ozzy be able to pay that out, even though Sharon doesn't like to pay out anyone, including Jakey Lee. But I'll stop. Hugh Caldwell wants to know, do I have a Warren DeMartini snakeskin guitar? No, Warren still has his snakeskin guitars, except for the gray one used in the Lay It Down video, which is hanging in the Hard Rock Cafe. That was the first time he did snakeskin. I have a piece of the skin from it. I have a little sample that was saved in a scrapbook from that guitar. But the actual gray snakeskin guitar used in the Lay It Down video, apparently the way Warren did it, it deadened the sound a lot. He was really unhappy with it. The way that the snakeskin is on it, it just kind of sucks up sound. So the later ones, I think he sanded the paint off of the later ones to give it like a little more breathability to get some of that tone through. But the gray one, he didn't like the tone of. He put on the Hard Rock Cafe wall, and it's still there to this day. So that's Warren's snakeskin stuff. And I don't have any of the replicas they made of it later on. Charvel made some replicas later in the year. I don't have any of those.
that echo.
Metal Soda says, Johnny, I'm going to hockey check you just like Phil Collins did at NAMM.
Man.
That's something to look forward to at NAMM.
I was actually sore, like right after that. I was
He's
really
solid.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't need those two huge bodyguards. He doesn't need. He can just walk right through people. You know.
I want to see him and George Lynch arm wrestle. They're like the two most chiseled, built guys in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Me, my fat ass can just sumo wrestle. I'm 6'4" of flab. Let's see. Josh Lamas wants to know, hey man, Kuda, what's a better quality 80s shredder? A Mexican Charvel Pro Mod or an Ibanez Genesis reissue? I have Ibanez Genesis reissue. What's that? What's that of? Johnny, what's that about? Refresh me.
I'm thinking, the Ibanez Genesis collection. It's like a
Are those new?
They're selling them brand new right now.
What are they reissues of? Was the Genesis a model, or is that the title of the reissue line?
I mean, to me, it looks like it's called the Genesis Collection. To me, it looks like an old Ibanez.
Huh. Josh, I'm not sure to answer you. Yeah, Metal Soda says, John BL, quick.
Yeah, 550. Yeah, to me, they keep talking about the Ibanez RG series.
Is it a reissue of the RG 550? That's what
a worthy reissue of a hard rock classic. First built in 1987, the original Ibanez RG 550 is revered by rock and metal guitarists. The Genesis collection reissues. The reissue takes its ancestors' classic design and adds a few modern touches.
Tupsupio says it's the 30th anniversary of an 87 Ibanez RG 550, which the original RGs were terrific guitars. Really, really great shredders. Are these reissues Japanese made?
Let's see. Where does it say they're from? I'm looking at it here. Yeah, it looks like, when I said it looks like an old Ibanez, to me, that's what an old Ibanez looks like. Yeah.
I mean, I would say to answer the question, the Charvels, I've never been a fan personally of the import Charvels. I know some of the guys are, and the Mexican ones, they play okay. I'm just really spoiled by the thank you, Steve Anderson. I'm just spoiled by the American Charvels. I think they're just so good, you know. And the import Charvels are decent. They are, but I have to say, if Ibanez is remaking a 550 in Japan, anything of the quality of the gems they've been reissuing, I mean, that's a great guitar, man. I haven't played it, to be fair. I haven't played it. I have played the Charvels. I'm okay with them. I think they're good. I think they're, for the price point, they're of great quality for the price point. I'm spoiled by the American ones, but I'm going to say, without the fairness of having played the Ibanez, I'd be optimistic toward the 550 reissues. What do you think, Johnny? Have you played those?
I have not played one. I can't find where they're made. But to me, it looks. I mean, it's an old Ibanez.
I mean, I'm going by the assumption that the RG 550, if it's made in Japan, if it's made, you know, somewhere else, Malaysia or something, then I'm probably not going to give it the nod. Then I'll probably point you toward the Charvel. But you know, here's the thing I always say: you have to try it out, because you know, someone like me, I'm so in tune to certain ones, certain brands, and certain feels, and I'm so against certain others. Like, I personally don't bond with the PRS, but some people swear by them. I don't like the more recent Les Pauls. I love the Norland ones. But, you know, I always say, try it out yourself. Go to a music store, check it out, get a feel of it, and see what works for you, because what works for me may be different. Right, Johnny?
Man, this echo is so weird. You can't hear all that.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it at all.
It's so strange. It's like I breathe, and it like does all this like weird like warping noises. It looks like those RG Genesis ones are made in Japan.
Yeah, Josh just pointed out the RG 550 reissues are made in Japan.
I'm actually on like Ibanez websites. I'm like,
value the chat. Value the chat.
Yeah.
I would say try them both definitely for yourself. I've tried the Charvels. For the price point, they're of a decent quality. I would love to try a 550 reissue, Ibanez. And you know what? At NAMM, I will. I'm going to make it a point now.
Yes, we'll make a video of John trying one of those.
Yeah. And I'll make a video of me mooning the Kiesel booth.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll have a Bang energy drink wedged into the crack of my ass. Won't they love that?
Steve Anderson.
Steve Carmichael.
And Steve Carmichael. Steve Anderson, did you see that that Sammy was live down in Cabo last night?
Really?
He went down to Cabo and was live with Michael Anthony and Vic Johnson. I don't know who was on drums, but it was a live show from Cabo last night.
Alex Van Halen?
I don't know. I couldn't see the angle of the drums, but anyway, Steve Anderson, I thought of you because of that, because Steve always goes down for the birthdays down there.
I always go down for money. Oh wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Pal Guitars wants to know, any love for City Boy? Is that a band?
I don't know.
Pal Guitars, is City Boy a band, or what is City Boy? If they're a band I don't know, and I should know, I'd love to hear about them. Always happy to talk about new metal bands. Let's see what we got.
How many thumbs are we up to?
2?
78.
70. I'd love to reach 100. If you guys are feeling generous with the thumbs up, we'd appreciate that on this video. Pal Guitar says, yes, City Boy's a band. I'm not produced by Mutt Lang. Now I'm even more interested. John Biel.
John Biel, are you watching this?
Yeah. It's not like John has enough to worry about, like with the whole Saturday show, you know? Not busy enough. I am curious. I'll give him a listen, man. I'll definitely give him a listen. I'll let you know what I think, because I love that, you know, and I know Jay backs this up too, because Jay's pointed me toward a couple of really cool new bands of metal. I haven't heard of them myself, but I'm always listening for like Crazy Licks and what's the other one? Santa Monica? I know there's another one called Heat. I'm always looking for like new 80s style bands that could use a plug, and I love to give it to them, because I really have an appreciation for anyone that likes to just likes to carry on that 80s style legacy of glam rock and sleaze rock and 80s fun metal, you know. Thank you, Mr. C5150. He just put a Vinnie Vincent sneak peek video in my inbox in Facebook. Just that title worries me. Vinnie Vincent sneak peek. Steve Anderson, you're about 2 hours late. We talked about David Lee Roth opening for Kiss. But watch the video. That's what we put a rerun video up on YouTube for. Is that so if you guys can't stay for the whole show, if you come in late like I do, if you come in late to the show, or if you just want to watch it at your leisure or rewatch it, you know, we watch these. Yeah, we talked about David Lee Roth opening for Kiss. And I'll tell you, man, I'm excited. You know, I mean, I know some people in the chat were saying, you know, hey, you know, it's not such a big deal. None of them can sing, haha. But you know what? Like I say with the Motley Crue tour, when people are like, oh, Vince can't sing. Dude, I'm happy to have these bands touring to this day, because you know what? I want to take my Saturday afternoon and go to a cool fucking concert. I would rather see David Lee Roth struggle singing more than normal than not see him touring at all. And same with Kiss. If Kiss, who has given us a billion years of entertainment and tours and just poured their heart into their shows, which I believe they do, if they have a little backing tracks and whatever, I'm going to cut them some slack. I'm going to cut them the slack. You know, like I said, I have other issues about the whole, you know, Ace should be in Ace makeup and Tommy should be in his own makeup, whatever. But when it comes to like these guys staying home and retiring or coming out and playing for us, I applaud the fuck out of them playing for us. I'm happy to go to them and support them. They're going to get my money because I want to see them again. I don't want the fun to end. Maybe it won't be as fun as in 1986. But you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. And that's it. And I'll tell you something else. Speaking of Motley Crue, did you see, Johnny, did you see that photo of Vince Neil posted up on online the other day?
There's like him and two guys.
Well,
yeah.
not that photo. It's him and two, it's at a bathhouse, and it's him and two guys. No, it's Vince and two other guys, one of them being his trainer. Vince Neil has slimmed down. I mean, very big applause for Vince because he has slimmed down a lot.
I need to go to that trainer, man.
Yeah, Vince is slimmed down. Nikki says he's working with someone that's a personal trainer, and Mick is also limbering up for. And again, you got to cut Mick some slack. He's got degenerative disease and a fused spine and a hip that's just itching to be replaced. So you got to cut Mick some slack for not moving around the stage. But I'll tell you, they're coming back in fighting form, at least physically. I'm hoping that Vince is also warming up his voice. And most importantly, I hope he's relearning the words to the songs. Because, I mean, we've all seen this video, and I've been sent it like probably 50 times in the last 3 weeks of Vince singing Kickstart My Heart with the words he's singing under it.
Yeah.
And none of them are the lyrics of the song. It's like, when I get pie, I eat horse feed. Top pudding toothpaste is just for me. My fart. Tomorrow, kick fart my heart. And, it's like he doesn't know the words. I'm hoping he takes the time and says, okay, here's our set list. I'm going to relearn all these lyrics, make sure I got it down, because half the battle's over. He is in great physical shape right now. Looking at that photo, I'm impressed, and I tip my hat. I tip my hat to him. So good looking out, Motley Crue. Gonna give us a good ass kicking like we need. That's what I'm looking forward to. If anyone wants to give me free tickets to the San Diego show, I won't turn it down. I'm just saying, if any of you can't go.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, you never know. You never know,
About me getting free tickets?
Yeah.
Oh, about Motley Crue.
Even about any of that. About any of it,
Yeah. No, I'm really hoping that I think we're in for a treat. I really do. Thank you, 6 Strings and 10 Fingers.
Thank you, 6 Strings.
Joe Hervey is asking, will I go see them? Yes, I will be going to see at some point, because right now my big contention is the prices. So they're asking like $1 bajillion for the tickets. But I would like
that's a lot.
See, yeah, and that's for nosebleeds. I would like to go to the Motley Crue reunion. I particularly want to go to the one. They're playing a show while Comic-Con is going on. And for those of you guys that know, I am a staple at the San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm going to target maybe getting tickets to that show, depending on prices. Because I see the prices really are in orbit. I mean, they have a great lineup. You got Joan Jett, Poison, Def Leppard, Motley Crue. I really want to see that particular show because I'm down there. So we'll see what happens. But I will one way or the other. I will be getting tickets for one of those shows, and yeah, I'd love to catch, if I can, depending where they're playing. I'd love to catch a show with David Lee Roth opening for Kiss during the farewell tour. Why not?
That'd be. Yeah, I think that would be a great show.
Right?
Getting the Van Halen songs and the Kiss songs.
Yeah, 2 incredibly classic bands, and until Eddie decides, hey, I'm well enough, or I want to tour, if at all, or go into the studio and do an album. Dave is kind of right. At the moment, at least, he is. If you want to go see Van Halen, he is the face for it. He is where you're going to hear live Van Halen music for right now. Mike is himself. How you doing, brother? Good night, Fruitcake Tony. Thank you.
Good night, Tony. Where are we at? 2.5 hours. And we were late. we would be at 3 hours right now.
I personally apologize to our audience for torpedoing what was once a really great proposal for a show. So, yeah. So, I bring the quality of the show down so low. But anyway, I appreciate you all sticking with us, regardless of me being here. Yeah, no, but seriously, I'd like to see what Dave sounds like with this other band. I guess he's going to do Van Halen and DLR songs.
Mhm.
I really want to see him get back together with the original DLR band, man. I was at that reunion show attempt when the fire marshal closed it down in Hollywood. I was in that building, man. They were on stage. That curtain was 3 seconds away from going up, and that fire marshal just stopped it cold, literally. I'm serious. I was right there, man.
Wow.
Thank you, Music Therapy Laz. Thank you, brother. Right? So,
Mhm.
a lot of good stuff.
79 thumbs.
What else do you guys in the chat want to talk about? I've said what I've had to say tonight. I've wasted enough of everyone's time. I've deteriorated any class the show has on other nights into my night. What else we got? Josh wants to know a technical question. This is really a Dave question, but Johnny could probably answer it better. Is it a pain to go from top mounted to recessed Floyds?
If you're talking about just going from one, if you have the 2 different guitars already, it's easy. If you want to wait, how am I reading that?
Are you
Top
talking
mounted.
building it, or are you talking
Yeah.
just playing one?
If you're talking about building, like modifying a guitar, if you're talking about doing it yourself, and if you're asking that question, don't do it.
Yeah, even in my own stupidity, not having the knowledge of Dave the Guitar Whisperer Nesdal, which I wish I had, even I know, don't try building it. Just don't. Just don't.
Well, don't do it.
Soda.
Don't do it. Good night, Soda. Don't do a modification yourself.
Oh, definitely don't do a mod.
I mean, if you're asking, don't do it. But if you're asking, switching from, just playing. To me personally, when I play a regular, like let's say the Wolfgang right there, that whammy doesn't pull up. It's not recessed at all. So to me, that's great. If I have to switch to a guitar where it has the recessed Floyd where you can pull up, I have a problem because I play with this part of my hand on the bridge while I'm playing. So while I'm actually picking, the notes are going up and down in pitch because the bridge is moving the entire time. If that makes any kind of sense.
It's interesting because I don't have a problem with it, but I'm not like as proficient a player as like Johnny or Jay or Dave. But I think, I haven't had a problem with it, just general playing. I mean, you're at the same angle. I also do that with the fat, little palm of my, the heel of my palm.
Whatever this is.
On that chunk of the Floyd. But I mean, I'm not such a great player that I'm sitting there like just ripping it apart, and at least enough to take it out of tune, really, if it's floating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not leaning on it that hard.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I am.
Look,
yeah, when I play, I'm leaning. I'm leaning on it. Although he's saying he's thinking about buying his first recessed Floyd guitar. Okay. Okay, so 2 things I would say. If you go and try a guitar, make sure the guitar is set up correctly. Because you walk into, let's say, like a lot of guitar centers, and those things are not set up right.
At all.
Or at all. So you'd be playing something, and I would say it wouldn't. The guitar wouldn't feel or play like it actually should. So you can't base, your judgment on maybe that one guitar. Maybe try a few different ones. Maybe the same model.
Yeah.
If there's a certain model you're looking to get, like let's say those Genesis Ibanez RG things, which I'm assuming those are recessed. You can pull up.
Those, I believe those are.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the shredders are, but I mean, I know a lot of the I want to say some of the Charvels are top mounted.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people have a prejudice against a lot of recessed trems. And some people say, well, it's less wood. Some people say the floating trem gets it out of tone if I'm leaning on it, and or out of tune rather, if I'm leaning on it.
You break a string, the entire guitar is out of tune. You can't
changing a string. Forget it.
The guitar is useless. Like you're on stage, you break a string. On a regular guitar, you could keep playing if you know your intervals and your octaves. You can just play. You can change the notes around by the different strings, like if you know where you're going. A guitar like that, recessed Floyd, you pop a string, the entire guitar goes sharp 10 times, and it's useless.
Yeah, and your roadie isn't going to help you very much.
Your roadie goes running out screaming.
The roadie's like, fuck. Yeah, if you have, again, Johnny plays out live. I know Dave and Jay used to. I'm not good enough to, admittedly. But I know for those guys that play out live, if you have a floating Floyd, you definitely need more backup guitars than if you are just playing something like, a fixed bridge or a V-trem or, something like that.
Yeah, if your main guitar is a recessed Floyd, if that's your main guitar, you should have 2 or 3 of those with you.
Definitely.
Plus, I mean, it's more work just even getting those guitars in tune. Because that bridge will always move. That's one of the reasons I don't have one. I've had them in the past. I've used them here and there. But as far as a main guitar, I would never have a recessed Floyd as a main guitar myself.
And I love them, but I'm a living room player. I'm playing for an audience of Blue Rhino. That's my audience right there.
And the mirror.
Yeah, and the mirror's seen things that we can't even talk about. The mirror's traumatized. The mirror sees me play the skin flute.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Steve Anderson is saying if anyone is in Bakersfield, California from December 28th to January 1st, he wants to party with you.
Nice.
So Bakersfield, California, which is basically the desert, but
yeah, so if you're stranded in the desert, you need a ride. definitely give him a buzz.
Hey, if you get a flat tire, you run out of gas in Bakersfield from December 20th to January 1st, Steve Anderson will be there.
Yeah, and if you owed guys in Vegas money and they took you out to the desert to whack you, and somehow you got away and you need a guy to help you out, give him a call because he's there. So, just in case one of those random scenarios. By the way, let me give a shout out to Brett McCord. Thank you so much for the kind words. Yeah, we had like the craziest fucking show last week, trying to make the most of a train wreck. And he just says, your last show was good. You all made the best out of the show. And talking through the telephone on an audio stream, it reminded me of that show Rockline they play on the radio. So thank you so much for giving us accolades on that. We really appreciate it. We don't want to leave you without a show to listen to,
Mm-hmm.
even if we have to put Band-Aids on it. Music Therapy Labs wants to know, how much does a Nesdal Frankenstrat cost to have him build? If I ever get one, I want Dave to build it. And I'll tell you, dude, that's a good thing because I've played a bunch of Daves. They're incredibly good. The quality is not matched. So I would absolutely say go to the guitarwhisperer.guru. That's Dave's website, and drop him a message and get a quote from him because he will do the right thing, especially if you say you're an audience member. He'll take care of you. And they're great. They're just great playing guitars. He's like OCD detail oriented. Just FYI. So let's see. What else we got? Looking through the chat.
Hey, Gary. Gary, you just got here.
Hobo Roadie in the chat says, in the olden days, we could change a string and have it tuned up for the next song, not so much with a Floyd. Well, Hobo Roadie, in the olden days, back in my day, we used to play a cigar box banjo, and we had a hootenanny. I remember Melissa Strauss, a nice girl from somewhere overseas recently. She came over. I'll tell you, she took one look at my pork pie hat, and she was down to talk to me. And back then, getting a girl to talk to you was a whole big process. You used to have to court her, give her parents 2 sheep, make her some old-fashioned peppered Milanos, and then you'd show off your skills at horseshoes. And if you could beat her father, you could talk to his daughter. But anyway, back then, yeah, you could change a string. Where am I?
That's the sound.
It's the sound of the Pepperidge Farm guy losing his mind.
That's the sound you don't want to hear when you're playing a floating tremolo on stage, and it's your one guitar, and you hear that, you're screwed.
That's great. Joe Hervey wants to know John, what is the one guitar you want but have not had a chance to buy it yet? Maybe the seller keeps saying no. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna go for a couple of them. I mean, there's so many. Money? Any money here? No. I mean, there's celebrities that I'm friends with that, pro players, guys that are in active bands that still have guitars that I've tried to buy that they won't sell me. Even if they've sold me ones before, like, I said during the Andy Timmons interview with myself and Dave interviewing Andy, he still has one old Kramer Hollow Flash that I really want of his. He's holding on to it for now. I have dibs on it, but he likes it. And, he barely plays it, but it's sentimental, so I get it. He sold me, I have 3 of his other guitars, but that's one that for right now is no. CC DeVille, same thing. I have a couple of his guitars, but he still has 1 or 2 I would like to pull out of him, but, he hasn't given those up. There's a couple of private collectors, non-pro players that have guitars that I'd love to get. But look, they're in their collections and they still enjoy playing them. And I respect that. I'm the same way. And, look, eventually most things come up for sale. Whether it's just someone says, okay, I've owned it long enough, time to turn it over to someone who appreciates it more. Or someone just says, you know what? At this point, I could use the money more than the guitar, or someone's getting out of the hobby, or someone wants to buy something else, or someone gets older and says, real life setting in, my daughter's getting married, my other kid has braces, my wife's pregnant again, I want to get a new car, whatever it is that you're raising money for. I mean, look, I've parted with a couple of guitars. I'm going to part with a couple at the moment to raise money up for a celebrity guitar that I want to buy. And this is me saying, okay, let me take 4 guitars, 5 guitars that I don't play as much, and turn them into money to pay for a really high-end celebrity guitar that I want just a little bit more. Eventually a lot of things are for sale, but just like I said, just those few, to name a few. Some private collectors have some cool BC Riches I want. One guy has a Charvel or 2 I want. There's tons out there that a schmuck like me who just has a never-ending want list of endless guitars that I like, admire, and want to play. There's no shortage of guitars out there that I want and haven't bought yet, if that helps answer your question. Fruitcake Tony wants to know, all these rock star guitar players that why didn't you try to get one to come on the show? Well, I mean, Andy I knew, but he actually came on the show because Dave asked him. There are a couple that I could ask here and there. I could ask. I mean, I don't like to pressure anyone, but yeah, I mean, I will in 2020. I will make a point to try to ask a few other guys to come on the show. We do have pro players on once in a while. It's not really what the show's about, but I mean, we do have guests on sometimes, and I'll try in 2020 to get a few more guys I know on, see if they'll pop on for interviews and stuff.
I can think of a few people that I asked at NAMM, last NAMM, and they said they would come on, but it just hasn't happened yet,
I mean, these guys are busy, Fruitcake Tony, there was a time I could have asked CC DeVille. Right now, we haven't been on really talking terms for like 2 years. Nothing against him. We just I don't know, we hit a little bump and in our friendship, and we don't talk. We don't really talk anymore at all. But there are guys I talk to. I mean, I talk to Lynch once in a blue moon. I've talked to Bruce Kulick here and there. Mark Kendall. I mean, there's guys. Look, we're all in the same circles of friends. Jason is friends with a lot of rock guys too. Jay is friends with guys. Dave is friends with guys. Johnny used to room with who do you used to room with again? Producer.
I don't remember.
It wasn't Mutt Lang, right? It was the other guy.
Desmond, yeah.
Desmond Child, yeah. I'd love to have Desmond Child on the show. I think that would be interesting, But yeah, look, there'll be a point. I'll make some effort in 2020. That's my New Year's resolution. I'll make a point to ask people that we are, friends or acquaintances, whatever, to see if they'll come on the show. Maybe when Phil Collin checks Johnny at NAMM again this year, he'll say, hey, listen, instead of suing you for my rotator cuff, how about you just come on the show for an hour or two? Let us interview you, Yeah, Dog PA says Vancouver has a lot of friends that gather in circles. Yeah, usually around a woman on her knees or someone holding an Oreo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
You were at my last Bukkake party. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, we'll make a point. I'll make a point to put out some feelers over the year as we get into 2020 and things calm down. I'll put out some feelers and see if we get a few more desirable guests. And like I said, we all know a lot of the same people. I mean, we're not in the 80s anymore. We're like everyone's untouchable, and you can't talk to the guy unless you're a hot chick blowing the guy backstage. These days everyone kind of knows everyone over social media, and everyone's approachable, and a lot of these guys we're all really normal to each other,
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh man, there was many years where Nesdal wouldn't talk to me at all, you know.
And he still doesn't talk to me.
And he's probably sleeping right now, if you think about it.
I hope he's getting rest, man. We really want him to recover, and just, you know, I'm glad he's okay, you know. As okay as this situation allows. I was very worried. Han 36 Sola says, maybe Eddie himself? Well, I don't personally know Eddie. I know someone who knows Eddie that I'm not talking to anymore. But I don't know Eddie. But Eddie watches the show once in a while. Look, Eddie Van Halen, if you are watching tonight or word gets to you, we would love, after years of supporting you on this show, we would love to hear from you, even for a few minutes. We would just love to have you on, just to say hi to the audience or whatever. We've had messages occasionally pass through a go-between or two. But if you're listening, if you're interested, we'd love to have you. Wolfgang, we'd love to have you. Alex, we'd love to have you. Valerie, come on. Any of extended family or friends. If you're Eddie's mailman, we'd love to hear it. You know? That's probably as good as we'll get, you know? I'll ask Bang Energy Drink if they sponsor any rock shows. Maybe, you know. Maybe they'll do it. If anyone here is a rock star and plays Swiss picks, we'd love to, you know, we'd love to see what we could do. Mm-hmm. Dog PA says, we'll even gag Mancuda while you were here. Dude, I'm the reason that I want to get them on, so I can actually talk shit to them. Because I know what's going to happen. You know, if I'm not interviewing them, Johnny's going to be like, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I've got to be here. Man. Especially if they're my friends. Jesus, Dog PA. All right. Good night, Fruitcake Tony.
Good night, Tony.
Yeah, Joe Hervey, Dave won't be home for Christmas, but you can reach out to him on his Facebook page, and you can send Christmas cards via Johnny, and you can, I'm sure that if anyone wants to send Dave Christmas cheer, I'm sure they would love to hear from him.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And yeah, I know music therapy. Was it you? Somebody sent me a card for Dave. I think it was music therapy, I think. So I have to go and mail. I'm going to go and mail that tomorrow. If anybody, I mean, I don't mind. If you want to send me anything for Dave, you know, I can, because, you know, my address is down below in the description. You know, I can send it, you know, send it to him.
Yeah, if anyone wants to send Dave a Christmas card or something to cheer him up, or even a little Christmas present, mm-hmm. I'm sure he would love to receive it. I'm sure it would be really nice. And welcome, Krell Bar. You've been to the Rub and Tug Hospital, Dave, was that? Krell Bar is in the house.
Hey. And
Krell Bar, watch the rerun so you can see what everyone's complaining about. You can see where lawsuits come from.
Oh.
Tell me where lawsuits come from.
Well, there's a show called Talking Guitars and 80's Metal on the Johnny Beane Show. And when a man and a woman love each other.
No. Yeah. All right, so we got 2 minutes until 3 hours.
Yeah, I think we're going to cut it at the 3-hour mark tonight.
We got 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Yeah. So in hanging out with everyone, hope you're all gearing up for Christmas. And by the way, if you guys are thinking about, I'm just going to give this one out. If you guys are thinking about getting a dog for Christmas or a cat for Christmas, go to a shelter and adopt one. Don't go to a pet store and buy one. Go to a shelter. Be a good person. Get an older dog or cat. Get a middle-aged dog or cat. Even get a puppy or kitten, but get it at a shelter where they're free and they need love and you're doing good things. So if you're getting an animal for the holiday, do the right thing and get it at a shelter. There you go.
Yeah. And don't just get a dog for somebody.
Yeah, don't surprise anyone with an animal.
Yeah.
Unless it's a gerbil and you're felching them, you know.
Yeah, because we did that one time for my mom.
Felching?
No.
Oh,
we got my mom a puppy. This was
Oh.
years ago. And you know, just don't get somebody a dog if they don't know about it or any kind of animal because it's a huge responsibility. You know?
Yeah, I came home once. There was a grizzly bear. Don't surprise anyone with an animal. But if you're going to bring an animal home with your family, I highly recommend it because kids are great to grow up with animals. You know, especially a nice dog, or if you're a cat person, that's good too. Whatever you get, rescue them. Rescue them. They know they're being rescued, and they will give you 10 times the love because you saved their life. So do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yes.
And thank you, guys. We're at the 3-hour mark. That's enough tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
We've had enough. But we want to say we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Jason, for coming on the show. Thank you, Dave Nesdall. We love you. Thank you for coming on the show. Jay Hannon in the chat.
That was today?
We will see you.
I thought
Friday.
that was like days ago.
Yeah, right.
When Nesdall was here, that feels like a week ago to me now.
Right? It's a long time.
Oh my gosh.
Crowbar says Betty White will give you a Hummer if you save a pet. And you know what? Betty White's teeth come out, so it's going to be a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
All right, we good, Johnny?
Oh. All right. Subscribe. Thumbs up.
Please leave thumbs up. Subscribe.
Yeah, let's see if we can get up to 100 thumbs ups by tonight. We're at
We
82
really
now.
appreciate that. So on your way out, leave a thumbs up, please.
Yes. And we'll see you guys today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
We'll see you guys Friday. When's Christmas? That's next week?
Fistmas is when is Christmas?
That's a week from tomorrow.
Hey, listen, Hanukkah too, and Kwanzaa. Tuesday the 17th is today, so Christmas. Christmas Eve is Tuesday.
Oh,
so we'll be doing a Christmas Eve show.
Awesome!
How cool is that?
And I will be stag on Christmas Eve, so we can go all night.
So what are you trying to meet someone on Christmas?
No.
So,
No.
Johnny's like, so I'll be stag. If any of you little elves want to, come over to my workshop,
Yeah, Jay, I'm trying to get out of here, man.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to get out of here for like 2 hours.
Christmas Eve is next Tuesday. So I will see you guys on Tuesday, and Johnny and Jay will see you on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows who else will pop by. And then you got Saturday Night Live.
Saturday night with John Biel.
John Biel and Neanderthal and the captain. You got a whole crazy week ahead of you guys. You better stay tuned. And don't miss our big Christmas Eve bonernanza on Tuesday. I'm gonna have a little pink tree set up, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Will it be on the bed?
I think I'm gonna set up a little pink Christmas tree over there. If I can fit it. I have one. My ex got me one. I'm gonna I'll see if I can set it up there. It might be too big. If not, I'll set it up on the bed. I'll figure it out. There will be a pink Christmas tree in our near future for Tuesday.
Cool.
That I can assure you.
Yes. Okay. I have a feeling come back next Tuesday. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So
Thank
leave
you all.
thumbs ups. Leave thumbs ups for next Tuesday. But leave them today.
Yeah, leave thumbs up today, please.
It's like leave what's his name? Wimpy?
I will
Leave-
gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
For a thumbs up today.
Yeah, meanwhile, like in a dark alley, Wimpy's walking, all of a sudden he sees three figures. It's the Burger King, the Jack in the Box guy, and Ronald McDonald, all with brass knuckles, and they're like, hey, it's Tuesday. Time to pay up.
And Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. They all got him. They're both beating him up for the money in the burger money in the alley. Oh man, yeah. And I'll set up a menorah for Hanukkah. We'll have a whole thing of I don't know, of one of my black friends here for Kwanzaa. I don't know.
It'll be a good time.
There'll be a holiday bonanza next Tuesday, so please
Yeah.
join us. And Johnny Beane, we'll see it Friday. We'll see it Friday.
All right. Rock on, everybody. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe. John, great to see you, man.
You too, brother.
And
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Beane.
thank you.
Hey.
Oh,
I love Jay in the chat. It might be too big. I bet you don't hear that often. You're right, unfortunately. Welcome to my world, brother.
all right. See you guys later.
Thank you guys. We love you.
All right. JohnnyBean.com. Check it out. Where the hell's the thing? I'm always forgetting. There we go. Go to
Wow.
JohnnyBean.com.
Yeah, look at that. Pretty cool.
It's too fast though.
We
Yeah.
should have used that through the show.
Yeah. I've got different ones. I know. I got to make a note
There you go. That's cool.
to do these.
Subscribe and leave a thumbs up. That's a great one.
Oh, and
Remember to send some holiday cheer to Nesdall.
yes. Leave comments below. Leave your David Nesdall comments down below so he can read them.
Yeah. Wish Dave well. And tell us what you think of the show. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
We love your comments, though. We appreciate them.
Yes. All right. Rock on.
Good night, everybody.
See you guys later. Wow, look at all this.
Yeah.
All right. Good night. I think it's turning on.